everyone. Welcome back to another edition of NMB Takoyaki Party, the podcast about NMB 48. It's episode 103. My name is Matt, and I'm joined by Geoff.
Hey, I'm back from Hokkaido.
How was Hokkaido?
It was nice. Spent 4 nights there, but I didn't nearly get to do everything I wanted, so I want to go again.
I mean, it's a big place.
Well, you can
Hokkaido
say you've
is
been.
technically.
Dekkaido.
Yeah.
You can now say you've been to Hokkaido more times than Makochi.
Yes. But I'm not on a radio show.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean,
That's
this
okay.
technically is a radio show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Zoomer radio. I don't know. Wait, didn't you go? Was this your first time? I thought you went before.
No, it's my first time.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Joe and Ryan and Andy.
They went for the tour and then
yeah, in 2019.
went on the same flight as the members from Sendai to
Yeah.
Sapporo.
I didn't go. I went to the. I went to Sendai. And I'm like, okay, that's too far. But yeah. Also joined by Arcas is back.
Hi. I'm alive.
You're alive somehow.
Yes, it's a miracle.
And Arcas, you're getting excited, getting ready to come over to Japan pretty soon.
Yes. In a week and a couple days.
Yeah. So coming to go see do the handshakes and get your picture taken and get assaulted by Kojima or whoever.
Yeah.
And a Team M show, hopefully.
Hopefully. And maybe even a Team N show.
Definitely a Knife Jin show, maybe.
Yeah.
It was so good the first time.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Ryan's not here. He's really upset over Yuumin announcing graduation. He's been locked up in his room for a week and a half now. Won't come out. Won't even turn on his computer. So he's not here. And then Arda, he's celebrating, I guess, the release of the new single by going to Singapore.
Masaka, Singapore.
Yeah. It's a little late for that, but yes. So yeah, anyway, we have some pretty big news to talk about on this episode. We have the new stage. This has actually happened. And then the new single's also out. Yumi's graduation announcement, and then some other pieces of news that we'll go through in this show. So yeah, we'll start off with the new stage, which they announced. So it's like they originally announced it on New Year's Day in that big New Year's show, and they said I think they said it was coming out this year, and we all had our doubts because it had Akimoto attached to it, and we're still waiting for his the AKB stage that was announced like over a year ago. But then Carlos K was attached to it, so like, okay, maybe this might be out sooner than we expect. And then it's like I think a week or so after our last podcast, there's like a random like Twitter post that was like announcement, and then it's like the stage is happening on May 14th. Tickets go on sale on May 1st. So like, oh, it's actually happening. It came out of nowhere. Okay. And they kind of teased it like it was like 15 new songs, and then 13 members Senbatsu, or 13 members will be performing at it.
Yeah.
Even though they had a date and they were taking applications, I still had doubt because I think for like Coco 10 they announced delays like within a week of when the original Shonichi was, and delayed it like 3 times.
Yeah. 3 or 4.
But yeah, it actually happened because it turns out Aki P is not involved in this at all.
Yeah.
No.
I said that I posted this like online, whatever. Someone online ran was like, well, actually, he did write part of this song, and also he wrote the new single song, so he was involved. Yeah, that doesn't count.
I mean.
So anyway, the show happened. Actually, what's interesting is they sold the tickets on the Fanny ticket website, which is like the Yoshimoto like ticket site that they sell like the comedy shows, and like Mera Bachi Bachi NMB are sold on that. So they're kind of getting away from the AKB ticket center.
Yeah, and related to that, recently they announced the prize for cancel omake will no longer be the 98 ticket,
which is a big reason to sign up for cancel omake for most people.
And they
Yes.
like very silently killed the NPO 98 campaign they were doing
Yeah.
for about a year.
Yeah, they stopped doing that back in April to try looking for the. It's always like hidden around like on like the actual Ameba blog is where they'll post like the Google form for that, and it's like hidden somewhere, and then you find it. But yeah, it wasn't posted for April, it wasn't posted for May, so yeah, it seems like they're not doing that anymore. And then yeah, they also said like the refer a friend thing that they have at the theater, where if you bring in a new friend, you also get a 90 ticket. Who, if they haven't been to the theater show before, that was also has been suspended or ended. Yeah, and as Jeff said, like they're getting rid of the 90 ticket for the Castle of Maka and replaced it with Miyokuri, which was normally a prize for like the birthday shows, because they don't do the 90 tickets for the birthday shows. So I don't know. I'm excited for that. 'Cause I love
Miyokuri.
Miyokuri.
Yeah.
I say it's slightly better than a 90 ticket because it's also free. It's completely free because you don't have to pay for the show and you get the Miyokuri.
Oh my god. And the Miyokuri is the best part of the show for you anyway.
Yeah, but you do have to like hang out in the lobby for like an hour and a half. You know, like
Well, it says you can leave
you
the
can leave,
theater and
but they
come
tell you
back,
to come
but
back like after an hour after the show starts, because
yeah.
then they'll like get everyone lined up and ready for that.
Yeah,
Which
for
I did that. I did that
me,
for Kojirin's Seitan site last year.
yeah, I've never done the Miyokuri thing, and to me it's kind of weird, but
Yeah, because they have you like sit down in the that little island section.
yeah.
Yeah, they have every because you might see them sometimes like in the
Hmm.
birthday show if you go to one of those. You'll see like a bunch of people sitting down in that section with like the little Konkeisha uh, lanyards. And it's like 5 people usually for that, and then they get to do the Miyokuri after everyone else has done the Miyokuri. So.
Yeah. But
So the
anyway,
members
back
know.
that you were there.
Yep.
But also that you didn't win because you're a loser.
Yeah. Even if you win, you're still a loser. Yeah, but yeah, get back to the new theater show. So yeah, they actually kind of like it kind of leaked, like
Yeah, it
on.
was really bad. So
Yeah.
there was a series of like news articles from the typical like news music websites talking about the new single and things like that. But then one of them, like buried in the like copy pasta at the bottom that has all the tracks of the single, they also listed the title of the theater show and the members. And it was only on one of the sites. I think Real Music or something like that.
Was it that Barks site
Barks,
that
yeah.
always like leaks stuff?
um, but you could tell it was not supposed to be announced that way, because none of the other news sites had that. And then I saw a tweet of a picture of the theater the night before the show, saying that like the sign outside the theater said, "Oh, new theater show," and the title and the members will be announced when the show starts. But then the next morning, like after the news article had come out, and then everyone had heard about the members and the title, uh, suddenly the sign in front of the theater said the title, like Tenshi no Utopia, and then it listed the members. And then like even on the official TikTok, they like brazenly announced the title and everything. And then yeah, oh yeah, also like an hour or so after or like a few hours after the news article came out, the official NMB's official website also put out a news post saying, "Oh, this is the title and these are the members." But it was at a really weird time, not the usual like scheduled post times. It like at exactly at 6 p.m. or whatever. So you could tell they were just trying to do damage control at that point. And then members were like finally started like quoting like the official's tweet saying, "Oh, I'm performing tomorrow. I'm so happy to be in like the first show in 10 years." Like
Yeah. So
everyone
Yeah,
was
yeah.
told to do damage control.
Yeah. And then there were some funny things like Wakapon posted about it the night before, and then she deleted the tweet and did another one.
Yeah, it was a mess. It kind of sucks for yeah, something that happens once in 10 years. And yeah, management fucked up again.
It's like I wonder, like, how do these like the random like news sites get these scoops or whatever,
It's not, well, I assume they were sent like several
a press
articles they're
release
supposed
to
to,
them, and then
yeah, and then but then they were probably told to like not include the part about the theater show until after that day, but then that one website, the people didn't read it carefully or something like that. But then you can also say it's NMB management's fault for like sending it out to even have the risk of it being out there.
mm,
And then yeah, putting the trust in these individual websites. Most of them followed the request, but then one of them fucked up, and but you can't put the cat back in the bag. So
yeah. Well, it's like not the first time like that site has done it. Like they did with the single as well.
Yeah. So
yeah.
clearly they need to stop giving them information.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, it's
then
usually what happens, like when they have like an embargo, like that kind of thing. Like, yeah, like don't post this, or you're not gonna get access to this again. But I don't know what Japan's like. Japan seems like they're the people who like to keep everything under lock and key. But okay, yeah,
so I mean the biggest part was the members
yeah.
because they said initially in on New Year's that it was quote unquote senbatsu, but then you don't know whether that means the single senbatsu or like
Visual Simbatsu.
just or just I mean it literally just means members selected for this show, so it could be completely different. And it turns out it was the top 13 ranking members in the single senbatsu. So just Wakanyan, Mighty, and Mew were out.
Seventh gen sucks. Tell your
Yes.
friends.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. And then also, it's like 13 is also a weird number just for a stage anyway.
I mean, it is in between the current 10 and the traditional 16.
That it is true, yes.
I mean, watching it, I felt so I've sometimes gone back and watched old theater shows. Now I feel that 16 is way too many. It's so crowded on stage. 10 looks a little bit sparse sometimes because they can't spread out with like certain formations, but 13 looked, I don't know, just right. Although it's kind of weird that's an odd number,
Yeah.
but 13's not bad.
Yeah, so I saw the cast was a little upset with that.
Yeah, it is, with how well Mew is selling, it is kind of weird that they're treating her like this.
So you can guess, I mean, I think you can explain it two ways. The Senbatsu was ranked in this order because um they were gonna pick the 13 for the theater show anyway. Or yeah, well, I mean that's my explanation.
Yeah, but then
So
also you think like some of them are, even you go by the ranking. Yeah, that'd be the only reason why. Otherwise, like, because when you think normally the ranking, like newcomers would not be front of the like first in line to like be in this kind of thing. Like they'd be in the back row, like with
not
Wakaton.
always. Like when I think with like Raypon and Ayapyeon this time, they see a lot of potential in those two, so they would put them a little higher than the back row. And
Like even
with
Yumino was like farther up ahead when she first got into Sabasu as
yeah,
well. Whereas like you think like okay now maybe Yuna might be pushed more to the back, or the people who came back, On and Xeon would be further in the back. But there's also a special reason why they're here too. We'll talk
yeah.
about that later.
So I mean, with Mew, the biggest argument against her with how important this theater show is that her dance is not good enough, and it was Akira choreography doing the choreography for this show, and I think he really emphasizes dance skill and performance. So if he had input into this ranking or like the Senbatsu selection, then I think she's loses a lot of points there. And Wakanyan and Mighty aren't bad, but then their sales. I mean, you can see from the number of slots they were given in the handshake events that they're definitely on the border of Senbatsu now because of their poor sales.
in my case, shouldn't be in Sabatsu anyway because it was bad last time.
Yeah.
It's still bad. It's like the definition of insanity, right?
Wakanyan's actually doing okay, but
yeah. I
not
mean, this
great.
time I think it's revenge, and her fans are trying to get her out of this bad spot.
Yeah. Better than the fans of somebody else I could mention. But yeah.
Matt getting called out.
Oh no, I was calling out you.
What? Why?
Let's talk about this during the sales discussion.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think I know what he's talking about. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, if for this lineup, like if I were to see the show, I guess I'd be disappointed, but like, I'd begrudgingly okay. I'll cheer for like Wakapon and I guess Yuina, which actually I think I did for like the 1v2 show I went to that Misaki wasn't at.
Yeah.
But
it feels like the Skida Mushi Senbatsu where I'm like not really excited about that Senbatsu either. But
it also, so the other thing, they did a stream on YNN, a commentary stream, and everybody's favorite visual Senbatsu member, Makochi, was on the commentary stream. So, I mean, obviously she's not in Senbatsu, so she's not going to be in this stage, but it's still like, why put her in the visual Senbatsu if you're not going to put her in the things that they're supposed to be doing?
Just to like drive the dagger in harder for her. But yeah, actually the commentary cast was better than the actual performing cast.
Risa-chan.
Risa-chan, and then Nishiyuma. And
also
would say
Wakatan.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. We don't speak of her. Arya's not here, so we don't have to worry about the Wakatan filibuster. But yeah, it's that was also entertaining to watch. I watched that later, and actually there's some pretty good reactions of them watching the show. They came out. The first song was "Our Story," which actually was kind of teased earlier with like this mobile game called Oniko Kororin, with like weird like rice ball animals. But yeah, they had like this opening movie, and then the song was featured in it. So we already heard the song, and actually I thought that sounds pretty good. So that's the first song of the set list, and I think it's definitely a way you start a show. Like you have like an upbeat, like kind of hype style song to get everyone excited for the new show.
Yeah, I didn't like this song when we heard the like game opening movie, because the part, like, we only heard part of it, and then the thing that bugged me the most were the instrumentals. It was all like synth drums and synth guitar. It felt really cheap. So I was worried that we were just gonna get like a throwaway song. But then seeing it in the theater show and hearing the whole song with the dance and everything, yeah, made me like it a little more. So yeah, like you said, it's a good opening song, kind of like dramatic, but also like kind of catchy, like hopeful song. I just won't listen to it on Spotify for the shitty instrumentals. Just get a real drummer, please.
Instead of a drum machine.
Yeah, Carlos K. Get a real drummer.
I guess the only knock against it was Kato's singing, the live singing.
Yeah.
Starting off of that, it's like, oh. Which might be a recurring theme with some of the songs in this set list.
Yes. There was a lot of live singing.
Yep.
It happened.
But yeah, Kato and... Yeah, I think it's Kato's the main center, but also you have Sakatan. I guess kind of going with the double center thing.
Well, they only say Kato is center. They don't talk about Sakatan at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, Sakatan doesn't even get a unit center as like compensation.
Yeah. Well, somebody more important has to get a unit center.
Ray knifed her way there.
Yep. Well, she's more important than Sakatan. And then, so the other thing, there's all new outfits.
Yeah.
Mostly new outfits. And so the first two songs have one outfit. It's kind of
typical costume, like uniform, like jacket, skirt combo thing.
Yeah. It's kind of weird looking.
Kind of Kayaki.
Yeah. We liked Kayaki, we'd be Kayaki fans.
Well, skirts are too short to be Kayaki. If you can see the knee, it's not for me. So, Koyaki fan. I don't know.
That's true. NMB 48. We're not nuns.
But yeah, I mean it's an okay costume, I guess. Blue and white. It feels like you've seen it before. But yeah, that was our story, and then the next song is called Aoi Haru Yo.
This song is very
Speaking of
Sakamichi.
Koyaki and Sakamichi, yeah.
I remember Arda was very excited, saying like we finally have a modern idol song. So I mean, honestly, I don't listen to other Japanese idol groups really. So, but yeah, this reminds me of Sakamichi, which I guess is more in line with modern trends or whatever.
So you have to remember that when I'm watching these things live, it's 4:30 a.m. here, so I am not actually paying very close attention. But I was initially like, this feels very like our story and Aoi Haruyo feel like really similar to me. And so I was like, this is too samey. I can't tell the difference. And then I actually woke up, and I think it's slightly better as a song, but my first impression was not great.
Yeah, it's just kind of there. It's okay. It's a fine song, but yeah, it's not like bad.
Yeah.
It's just that's kind of it. Yeah. Okay, and then next they do a costume change between the songs, between this one, and the next one.
This should definitely wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't actually like change the costumes, because it's just you've got the outfit from the first two songs on top of the outfit from the next two songs. Unfortunately, they are not taking the first outfit off on stage. Sorry.
No zipper action.
Yeah. Or like, well,
it's common though for the groups, like the concerts as well. Like they're wearing like layers upon layers of costumes on top of each other.
Yeah.
Because for logistics reasons, you have to like change costumes for this next song that has an outfit.
Yeah. The Kokoten outfit has like 3 layers. And it looks really like puffy on them.
Yeah. Yeah. Because in the next costume, it's like this red, like snake skin, like open midriff style costume
with a choker.
Chokers, yeah.
Shout out to Jar.
Long Jar. And it's snake skin because it's the year of the snake.
Next year
will be the year of the snake.
Yeah, next year. Yes, the year of the Expo is the year of the snake.
Everything is Expo related.
Yes.
But you could say it's dragon skin, which then would work with this year. But
dragon, snakes. What's the difference?
Snakes. Yeah. Yeah. And then they did a song called Identity, but it's not spelled identity like normally. It's AI identity, as in like love identity. It's really stupid.
This one sounds like a very 48 song.
It was kind of annoying for me to listen to. And there's like the TT part.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I re-listened to it as well. Like I wrote these notes when it happened, and then like didn't go back and listen to some of the songs. The ones I liked, I went back and listened to. This was not one of them. But I wrote annoying TT. What that means. Might be like in the chorus or like in the something. But yeah, it's like weird, like a shift, tonal shift goes from like typical idol song to Sakamichi crap to kind of sexy.
Yeah, sexy, kawaii, like typical cool 48 theater song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright.
And then so Sakatan, I guess, is the center of Aoi Haruyo, and Kojima was the center of Identity.
Which makes sense.
The sexiest member.
Yes.
Yep.
As you know, Chow will tell you.
Yeah. And then next it gets even more sexier with like a 1950s style like doo-wop song in the form of Route 48.
Yeah, and this was also very 48, like the upbeat song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun, high energy. They made good use of the background screen where it says Route 48 at the end. But it's also
Yeah.
kind of funny that like NMB gets the Route 48 song, not AKB.
No. We don't talk about them.
Yeah, it's probably like besides Our World and in Route 48, probably my two favorites of the opening segments.
It's Ray is the center, therefore it's good. So
Then you must like the next song also.
I actually unironically do.
Yeah, then we get a MC break to introduce the members, and it's just kind of like Windows with this is like, oh, there's 3 rows of the introductions to the usual 2 that we've been with the last 2 or 3 years. So extra long MC, and then we get to the units, and so the first unit has Ray, Sakatan, Ayapion, and Raypon. And it's called Kimi wa Alien, contrary to popular belief, which it's not called Pero Pero Candy. That's what we all thought the song was called, because that was like part of the thing.
Yeah, I was initially like, what the hell? What are these like weird maid costumes? It's got like maid costumes, but chrome.
Yeah,
because alien.
Shiny. Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
Which is not really my thing, but okay. But the song is actually pretty good. Like, I would maybe say it's the best of the units. It's catchy but it's not annoying. So
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it, and the outfits are cute. And then the only weird thing that sticks out to me is the lyrics that say pepperoncino.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently, like Akira Sensei, or no, was it Akira Sensei? Oh no, oh no, sorry, it's the lyrics. But like Akira Sensei, when he was trying to come up with the choreography, he was like struggling a lot with it, whether like trying to make it cute enough. That he went to like eat pepperoncino to get inspiration.
yeah, it's always funny
Yeah,
how
double check that. Okay, it's a pasta.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking of the pepperoncinos, like the little like
Little
jalapeno peppers,
yellow
like they put
peppers,
like
yeah.
in Papa John's.
Yeah, it's always funny how Ray gets because it's the super cutesy song of the block, so it's always funny to me how Ray always gets the super cutesy songs. But
Yeah, like right now in M, she has the
the Wagamama
Wagamama,
collection.
and then in the previous M, she also had what Gakten Ojisama, right?
Yeah.
Well, because originally it was she had She's Gone with Chihi,
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
and that was a sexy song, but that was the last like sexy unit.
The last good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of sexy units,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck this next song. Yeah. So it is a duet with Mikana and Shin, and it's called Chute Gute Guto. With a heart. That's important. You have to make sure you have the heart in there. And it is a really weird ass song. It's also really annoying to listen to. Everything about this is really bad.
No, not everything. Yeah, the song is weird. So the song is written and composed by Kinoshita Momoka, or who is now known as Bukoroi Momoka, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, it's weird. Which explains a lot about the song.
Yeah.
She said she was requested to make a weird and cute song, so this is what happened.
She got one of those right.
Basically, they're just like whispering the entire song.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like about that, especially. Like it was kind of gross, like the weird, like breathy whispering.
To be fair, it's not like they can, actually sing, so
Yeah,
this may have been a good idea.
the compromise. And then, yeah, it's this weird kind of like techno beat, techno bop or whatever song or whatever, and it's a it gets kind of better later on, but then it's also ruined by some of the instrumentals, including the dumb like squeak toy instrument or whatever. That's like constant like it's not quite squeaky, but it's like like a plastic toy, and you squeeze it and the air comes out, and they put that into a microphone, and that's the instrument, and it's like really obnoxious. And I guess going along with that is the like the weird like costume with this, where like they're wearing handcuffs.
They're wearing handcuffs.
All kinds of fetish fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
then
they
they unhandcuff themselves and then start handcuffing each other. And then it
so if you ship Mikana and Shinjin, this is the song for you.
All 4 of you out there.
4? That's like 3.5 people too many.
Yeah, but it's very weird. That was probably for me probably the low point of the whole show.
It felt like the audience was just like staring in silence, like what the hell? Like, am I allowed to watch this right now?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't help that the choreography has definitely got a lot of like weird gyrating.
Yeah, gyrating and like bondage action happening.
Yeah.
There's like an extreme version of SDN 48 or something.
Yeah. And to be fair, Momoka didn't choreograph it. She didn't do the costumes. She didn't do the handcuffs. That was all somebody else. So.
Bunch of sickos out there.
Yeah. But she is, they are right. Mikana does belong in handcuffs.
And locked in a dungeon.
Yes.
Never to be let out. Yeah. So then after that, we get, I guess this would be what you call the dump unit with 6 members. So you have Wakapon, Keito, Yuina, Chihi, Zeon, and Anon. All coming out in like these like white, I don't know, was like streetwear clothing. It kind of looks like the end roll costumes.
It is, and it's basically city pop funk end roll.
Yeah, but without the furries.
What?
Well, because end roll they have like fucking like foxtails and shit.
Oh, okay.
You don't remember? No.
I don't remember. I think I don't know. When
Fake
NMB
B2
did they have the? Did they have the?
Yeah.
Foxtail?
Wait, is it? Oh wait, was it? Wait, is it in? Was it in B2?
It's not the B2 that I liked.
So actually, it was. Yeah, it wasn't B2 that had end roll. It was Will Be Idol 7th Gen. They had the end roll.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't watch
Good
that.
times. I have barely any memory of that.
I only just remember because it was like it was the unit that Misaki would be in if she wasn't in Tonari and Banana, where she's trolling whoever she was with.
Good times.
But yeah, basically, yeah, this song, Spark is what it's called. Is yeah, it's like it's end roll but good is what I describe it.
I like it.
I can't get into it. It's just kind of dull. But...
Oh. I like it's like it's funky. It's like some
time to get funky, Matto.
I know, right? It's like some Bruno Mars shit or whatever. And did you guys call us like Backstreet Boys? It was like Backstreet Boys.
I mean, the dance is enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, the 4 units are very different, right? It's the cutesy song, the weird, sexy song, cool dance song, and
the
then
funky song,
and
then the solo with Kojima. Which the solo with Kojima, I guess it's kind of expected. Yeah, when we saw the 6 come out, like, okay, yeah, Kojima's getting solo, which makes sense.
She's the Sayaka in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this iteration of NMB.
It's a better solo than Yuumin no Dead Body. So.
Oh shit! Them fighting words. You can't say that around here.
Plus, if they need to sub her out for somebody, nobody needs to learn to play guitar.
Yeah, that was always the awkward thing about Kokoten.
Didn't they like actually try to hire an outside guitarist before they got Aika?
Oh really? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that history.
God damn it, Geoff.
Need Ryan here.
Yeah. But yeah, he's too busy being upset about Yuumin. But yeah, that Kojima song is called Utsukushiku Hageshiku Saku. And yeah, it's kind of like I guess tame for like, Kojima solo songs, compared to her last solo song.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
100% of Kojima superfans that I've talked to think it's fine.
Yeah. And also, Kojima needs more songs for her third concert.
So Chow liked it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, then we get another MC break, talking about the different units and stuff.
So
it was like some tidbit from that.
It was actually
the first two.
Yeah, members
units.
from the first 3 units coming out still wearing the unit outfits. So that gives you a hint that the next song, not all of the members are coming out.
It's gonna be asymmetrical or something, asynchronous. And it wasn't Shinshin said like she had like practice, like she had to make sure she brushed her teeth when practicing for the kissing with Mikana.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't mention that. They kiss at the end of their Mikana and Shinshin kiss, although I don't think that their lips actually make any contact, but whatever.
It was a work kiss.
It was enough. It was ambiguous enough for people to imagine it.
Yes.
It's like wrestling where like, they don't actually hit each other. They don't actually kiss each other in this. But yeah. Yeah, as Geoff said, like half the cast was out and then the other half came out for the first song of the second half of the set list for the song called Bokura wa Mada. And I was gonna say this song was quite good, but I was distracted by the singing.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't very good. The live singing wasn't very good. And then I joked, well, basically what I came up with now is it's like they got the Avengers of bad singers in NMB plus Kojima. Because like everyone had like a solo line in this, and like they weren't like started off like Ray Poland, which is like not a great singer, and then Kojima kind of saved it, and then Chihi,
Chihi's fine. She's better than most members.
Second, the best out of these ones, not counting Kojima. Okay, sure.
I'm talking about all of NMB.
But then, then you get like to the really long Ray solo
line.
and then the Kato one again comes back. I mean, Sakutan I guess was okay, but like just,
Ray, at least, I don't know about anybody else, but like Ray was noticeably out of breath. So
yeah,
which is weird because like they were only like 30 seconds into that song.
Yeah, and I don't think the dance was that intense.
No, that too, right? Exactly. And she was like in the first unit too, so had plenty of time to rest.
Oh well.
Needs to work on her breathing, I guess. I don't know, or something.
Because her weakness is she can't hit high notes.
Nope.
She, as long as she doesn't go near the high notes, it sounds fine. But like when she's out of breath, suddenly the part without the high notes doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like the song, but it's just probably I was too distracted by all the bad singings.
I'm interested in seeing what happens when like members start subbing in.
Yeah.
Also, like even for the units too, because all the units seem very tuned for the members in it, especially the sexy unit. It'll be interesting.
Like the only other skinny member is Ayapon. Or too skinny member, rather. But I guess the thing with Bokura Mada, this song was composed by Yamamoto Sayaka, and I guess written by her.
It also lists, Kojirin, Keito, Sakatan, and Reipon as the songwriters.
Yeah, I think they were all like involved like in its development. So I guess like she wrote the song lyrics and parts for them. Yeah, I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
Like, just generally, it sounds like a typical, like, Sayaka, like, one of
Yeah,
her, like,
I
solo
mean,
songs, which have been okay.
yeah. So since this is the like top 6 members in the show, just like how Hajimete Hoshi was the top 7 members in Coco 10. So you're gonna compare this to Hajimete no Hoshi, and that song was way better. So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then next song we got here is Wakiyaku Gakuze Z. So we get like I think this is like a hype song. Oh no, this is the poo poo song. The poo poo Gowder song. Because I keep on saying like poo poo, poo poo, or whatever. And it kind of has like the same energy as like a Tsundere, like the B2
yeah,
unit song.
I just rewatched. I kind of like sped rewatched the stage just now, but I still don't remember this song. I
Yeah,
remember
it's kind of forgotten. I just
it was
remember the poo poo.
okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, and it's very Garu because they go all random English and stuff in there.
You know, Matt loves random English.
Yep. Oh, this is also they have a different costume change in this, right? It's like the
Yeah, well, the outfits for this part of the show are the remade costumes from the Sayaka grad concert, the white outfits,
right, yeah,
and they added like frills and ribbons and stuff.
and chokers. I
Yes,
don't know,
gotta
the
have the
chokers.
chokers.
Yep.
Because, you know,
I thought it's okay. Like they look nice for remade costumes, but then I wish we got brand new costumes. So I was disappointed in that sense.
Yeah. Okay. Is that then? Next song is I guess the titular Tenshi no Utopia is that song, and I kind of felt it sounded a lot like our story, like same kind of energy. You know, just kind
yeah.
of like
Hmm.
upbeat, like dramatic, cool, fun song. Has like the very like typical 48 sound. Saw a comment saying that it was like this is like the kind of song that like 48 fans like.
Hmm. And also most the biggest thing of this was the choreography that called back to Coco 10, like the one wing, the wing flapping part.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Also, I didn't watch. I haven't like watched Ten like for reals, because of all times I wanted to go is either I couldn't win the show or I didn't want to go.
Didn't you see the concerts like 2 years ago?
No,
Or
because I
like
couldn't win that one. I
or
was
like
angry.
in Request Hour, didn't you see they performed at least part of Coco 10, didn't they?
I guess yeah, but I didn't remember that one. I was like, okay, so I was like during like the theater, like the mini one,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's so iconic.
yeah. There's better songs in that set list.
I was thinking, because in the Kokoten set list, Kokonidate Tenshi wa Iru, the actual title song, is fine. It's not a bad song, but it's also not, like, definitely not the best song in the set list. And Tenshi no Utopia is kind of the same way, where it's
Hmm.
it's fine, but it's definitely not the best song in the set list.
Yeah. Well, it's also that there are other pretty good songs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fine song. Yeah, again, like this and like our world, our story sound a lot alike. Have the same vibe. Like our story could have been like they could have called this stage our story, and it would have been the same effect. I feel. Okay, and then next we get Zimbu Dakashimero. Uh, Holy shit! This is the banger of the set list. The best song in the whole set
I
list.
actually agree with you.
Well,
But
Of course
I
you
mean, it's
agree.
like it's a good song. I mean, it's a fact.
It's like Skitamushi, but good.
with
Yeah.
with the punk turned up to 11.
It's more punk, less banjo.
Yes, and at least 33% less Chihi.
Well, I mean, it actually kind of starts off pretty rough because I had. Oh wait, the beginning part's okay with the whole like Kyomo Daisuke part's okay, and then the next part where she has her solo line, then it kind of ruins the start.
Oof.
But yeah, it's a very high upbeat, fun rock song. It's a really good rock song.
Lots of whoa whoa whoas and yes.
Yep. Sounds like some like Sonic the Hedgehog adventure music or whatever. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. Like, when I get a chance to actually see this in person, it's gonna be a fun time.
Apparently, there's like a Kinky Kids or something song called like Zenbu Takishimete, and then like I saw some people commenting that like in the post show stream and like I guess also the the YNN commentary.
Yep. So yeah, so that was a fun time, and then they end with the last song of the main segment called "Home Zuto Tomodachi," and this song's kind of weird because it's like technically you could say this is the only song that Akipi contributed to, because basically like the beginning instrumentals and then the very last like part of the song is literally Tomodachi, like the old Sayaka Yamada Nana duet song.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like a homage song slash sampling slash whatever you call it. I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's a nice touch. It's like, um,
it's bringing everything back home
yeah, and also
for
like
Zuto
it's also in forever. It's
forever.
also like enough nostalgia for all the old fans. Like
Hmm.
if Ryan watched it, he would probably be raving about this part. I don't know.
Yeah,
Or if you
it's
complain, they
fine.
ruined it.
Yeah. Or why are they still bringing, why do they keep bringing back Tomodachi? They should make something new.
Or it's only for first gens or something. I think it's the right amount of nostalgia.
I guess it's kind of weird it being the last song of the main segment, but I guess it's okay because it's not the real last song. But ending on like a weird, like somber, sad, nostalgic note. I
Well,
guess
that's
maybe I guess
how
it's
the previous Team M, remember, ending with Green Flash.
Mm.
yeah, and I also didn't like that either.
And Kokoten ends with Doga to Ballerina, which is,
That
I
is
think, also,
probably one of the weirdest ending songs.
yeah.
And then we get to the encore. They come out wearing were these the Koregai
No.
costumes, or it's like a
They're,
different variation? Looks
they
similar.
are still schoolgirl outfits, but they are not the same schoolgirl outfits.
Yeah. It's like ripped jean jackets and stuff, right?
It's like decidedly less surface area. There's like strange holes in some
Yeah.
areas. But I
Reminds me
like
like
these
earlier.
outfits.
Yeah. Reminds me earlier. I saw like I think it was a picture of Tenna like at the Renu shop or whatever, and she's wearing like jeans, and then they're ripped up in the legs. And you can see she's wearing jean shorts under those. It's like that kind of style. But yeah. Yeah, and then they open up with the song Tsunagi Uta Seikai no Kuni Kara Konnichiwa. And which is like a remixed version of another song, the Konnichiwa Osaka Expo song from 1970,
Mm-hmm.
with like some cool like weird like I don't know trance style techno music coming along with this. So it's actually a pretty good song.
Yeah. It's another very 48 song.
I guess so, yeah. Or maybe just like, it sounds like a song like I heard like in like Tetris Effect, which is like that the Tetris game came out a few years ago with like weird like trance techno music that you play Tetris to. Like I get that vibe from this. It's kind of I don't know, meditative. And then you hear the konnichiwa part, and it wakes you up.
Yep. I wonder like how much they were told to like bring Expo stuff into this, and like how much permission or like approval we actually get from Expo for
Probably a
doing this.
lot. And then they're like, I don't think this was they said, but they were hoping this will be selected as like the theme song for the coming Expo. So who knows?
Yoshimoto pulls some strings.
Yeah.
Like if NMB does like a mini live or something at the Expo, which they probably will do, you can bet this song will be in it.
It'll be this, and then Zenbudake Shimero. Or no, it'll be this and Shitegute Guto. Like, what the fuck?
You're gonna scare off all the tourists coming to Japan.
Well,
That's the real problem. That's the way to solve the over tourism problem.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Tourists love handcuffs. Tourists love bondage.
Oh, they love the weird. This is the weird Japan stuff.
Yes, look at those Japanese people with their weirdness. We love it.
Yep. Well, right. I think a good song to start off the encore. Yeah. Then they do the Korega Ai no Ka, which we'll talk about later about that song. Then we get to the Carlos K medley.
And then suddenly the Team M show starts.
Yep. Koi no Isoge. Koi no Isoge, Boku Dake no Secret Time, and Boku Igai no Dareka. So these are all songs that Carlos K did. Old NMB songs Carlos K did.
Except for what
I didn't know he did the previous two. I knew he did Boku Igai Dareka. And then I was expecting the Don't Look Back, because that was the other one he did.
But no, we already had enough Yamada Nana in this show.
Yes.
I guess so, yeah.
So they skipped that one. Good for them. No more Sadharu incidents.
But backflips.
But I'm surprised they kept the backflip. Because didn't they
Well, I mean, this backflip was supposed to be there.
Oh.
Not the... Yeah, Don't Look Back one, there was no backflip. They tried to add that in there as a flourish, and then it failed spectacularly.
Good times.
But yeah, good little medley, which I guess, Kokoten also had like the medley back then too as well. So there's that. And then, another long MC. We'll talk about that later. And then ending with Abeno Melody, which, while I think it's not a bad song, I think it is definitely, its placement as the very last song of the set list is unusual, maybe not good.
You just don't want to end on sad songs.
Yeah, I don't want to end on sad songs. I want to end on a happy song.
You want to end with Waruta people.
Yeah. Can't get any happier than that. But it's like very like kind of, it's one that kind of feels like similar to the Konnichiwa song, like the non Konnichiwa parts. It's like this weird like kind of techno trancey kind of dreamlike kind of sleepy style.
Yeah, I just remembered the la 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 part.
I think that kind of ruins it, maybe. Or that was a different song. I think that word the la la the la la does ruin it. In I guess the previous MC, they announced they had a really long MC. Where they announced that the stage will have a captain, vice captain, and the captain is Anon. And then the vice captain, which has been a long time announcing. It was really funny. Like Kojima's like announcing it, and then she's like, "No, Ray, it's not you. Stand back."
It's definitely not Ray. It's definitely not you.
Mikana. Definitely not
Mikana. Yeah, definitely not Mikana. And then it was Zeon was the selected as the vice captain. So interesting choices for both of these. I actually kind of booed when they announced Anon as captain. I'm like, why?
Because management loves her and she's back. And she was a captain of Tetra, so she can do it in real life.
And then Zeon's also weird.
I mean, they're both kind of like picks for them to like encourage them,
push them harder. I don't know.
Stick around.
Show that to behave.
Management has trust TM.
Has forgiven them.
Yeah.
Whether or not management should have trusted them is another question.
But yeah, because I was like, I say hoping, but like, I guess like, well, if this is the case, then I guess that means like they're also going to be kind of Senbatsu locks going forward, or this
Yeah.
might be like a situation where they have this, so they don't need to be in Senbatsu. But if you look at their sales right now, they're probably okay for Senbatsu still.
I mean, you have to pick someone up and coming, right? So you can't pick like fifth gen and above, and then you can't pick Kato and Sakatan because they're already like center. Ipyon maybe, but maybe
She's
she's still too
she's old, and two, she's
she's
like
too
not experienced
junior.
enough.
Yeah, eighth
Yeah.
gen. So
Same for Rapon.
yeah,
Rapon, yeah, two.
middle-ish gens, like that's like D3s to 7th, so
And you're not going to pick Shinshin.
She's basically almost out, and Yuumin already is B2 captain and non-variety captain.
And Wakapon doesn't need it.
Wakapon could.
yeah, but
Could
she's
get
she's already very leader-like, very senpai-like. So this is like the forward-looking one type of position to like encourage them to be more of a leader, like how the current vice captains are, I think. Yukino, Makochi, Anju.
Which then I guess also lets us, well, not to get into that already, because still don't know yet. It's like, okay, then it's probably where they'll be looking for like Kojima's replacement, when she graduates.
Yeah.
Which I think some of the obvious choices are out. That's why I have my predictions on who it could be.
Well, better them than Mighty, I guess.
Yeah, it's not gonna be Mighty, not gonna be Kato. It's too late for them at this point, like because they've been in the group too long, or they're too old, or whatever.
Anon's been in the group just as long as Kato.
Yeah,
and Kato's younger.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird choice that even D3 is kind of still too old. That's why this lineup sucks. They had more choices with no, they don't. Some gens no, they've been too also too old. Also, they're already captains, except for Mew, who probably won't be here. That's probably why they chose with this lineup as well. As like with the visual lineup, the visual Senbatsu, like they are basically picking members who are going to be here for at least through next year. Yeah. Assuming nothing happens.
Shinshin will stay until she's 27, confirmed.
Yep. But yeah, overall, the Tenshi no Utopia, I think it's very good set list. I think there's not like any like, aside from the one song, which is weird. There's not like any like just straight up like bad garbage songs in here. Like I think all these songs are actually okay or are fine.
Yeah.
At worst, they're just like they're fine.
Yeah. So overall, I was very happy because it came out on time, or like even earlier than I expected, and good songs, good dance, nice new outfits.
I was initially thinking that the one negative is like it's overall a very good stage. The overall level of quality is pretty high, best that it's been in years. But it doesn't have any of the high highs of Kokoten. It doesn't have like Aoitsuki or Hajimete no Hoshi. It doesn't have a song like that.
Yeah.
I think Zenbu Dakishimero is, it's pretty good. It's probably the best song in the set list, but it's not that good.
It doesn't, nothing feels like it'll become a legendary NMB song. At least not yet.
Well, who knows? Chute Gyute Guto could be the new zipper.
And it's legendary for a different reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes.
It's like the Nekoze of a new generation.
Nekoze is good.
Ryan hates that one.
Really?
Yeah. It'll be interesting, to see if these like songs will show up like in concerts.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we need to have a concert this year.
We need to have a concert now as well, but be interesting. Yeah, if they can, we have more choices now for unit songs.
Yeah. Or if they'll, will they, when will they put it on Spotify? When will they release an album of the stage?
Yeah,
Who
that's an
knows?
interesting thing. It could be another like release thing they could do. I mean, we're still in the Koregai, but I mean, maybe they could release this as like a single and then sell like event tickets for that as well. I don't think they normally do that, but it could be an idea.
I mean, it'd be nice because it would give us more events than just like the 2 singles per year we seem to be on now.
Yeah.
But the timing is also weird because it came out right in the middle of Koregai, before Koregai even. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Hopefully, I guess it was like a bloodbath to get tickets for the first show, as expected, and then the second show, is also already announced. It's going to be on May 30th. Seems like it's like on like a bi-weekly schedule, like every other week they're doing this show.
Yeah, because at least the first few times they need to do the original lineup,
original cast
until
lineup,
they start subbing people.
Yeah. So I'm really
that's
hoping
when I'll finally watch it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they do it in the couple days after Handshake.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
I also wouldn't hold my breath, but I'm still hoping.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like they're doing in the second. It wasn't just the first day. The second performance is also being sold on Fanny. So, which they did it for the first show. So they did the mobile Fanny lottery, and then after that it was general sales, which was first come first sold, first served sales, which I guess was annoying. And then for the second round, I guess they're doing a second round with normal Ippon lottery. But also we'll see how it is when we actually experience ourselves. But it seems like it's pretty hard to get tickets for this. And as we mentioned before, it seems like maybe NMB is moving slowly, transferring over to Fanny for shows going forward, which I think is okay because we need to get out of the AKB umbrella and because Fanny is owned by Yoshimoto, it keeps all the money and everything within the Yoshimoto NMB ecosystem, so that's good.
Yes.
What will probably suck though is like the legacy stuff, like your Oshimin history and all that crap will probably not get carried over.
Rip. But it's okay. It's a small price to pay. Small price to pay to be free of AKB and Akimoto.
One other thing I heard is that with the tickets, I think you print the tickets at Konbini, right? Convenience stores.
At Family Mart.
You don't need to go to the theater half an hour before the show and get your ticket there. I heard that you can like actually still go in after the show starts, like if you're late for some reason.
Huh.
So it's also the same for the foreigner tickets on Pia. Like I was in the foreigner seats for a show recently, and then the seat next to my friend and I was empty when the show started, and the guy showed up in the second song, like wearing his like dress shirt, so he came from work like just barely on time.
But he's a foreigner?
Yeah, he is. So I mean, foreigners living in Japan
Sunday,
can buy
wasn't it?
No, I went on. This was a Wednesday or something.
Oh, it was like a different show. I think.
Yeah.
The other show you went to.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's like the showing up 30 minutes early is kind of annoying, and it makes it even harder for people to go on weekdays. So, and then there was a period of time when they delayed the shows starting like a half hour or something, trying to get a few more people to go. So, yeah, just anything to simplify the process. Because we always complain about how it's really difficult for newcomers to figure out how to sign up for Ticket Center and then apply in this like specific time frame and then learn the system of printing out tickets and all that.
Yeah. So no, baby steps, small steps, to get us in this direction, I guess. Yeah, actually, I was trying to think of like when would they like go fully onto like Fanny. I think it's because they stopped doing the 98 tickets I guess May 15th was the last show they were doing that.
Yeah.
They stopped doing it.
So at
So,
least 3 months after
3
that.
months.
They
Yeah, so
need all
probably
those 98s to
mid-August.
expire.
Yeah, mid-August, I guess, would be when we could expect them. Probably September is when they go full fanny. So that was the theater show. All right, we're going to take a quick break, come back. We're going to talk about the new single and some more news. And we are back. All right, so next, talk about the 29th single, Kore ga Ai Nanoka. It is out. Came out earlier this week. And we've finally heard the song. We've seen the music video. We've heard the coupling songs and all that stuff. So let's talk about it. So, first up, let's just talk about the song itself. So the title song, Kore ga Ai Nanoka. What do y'all think of it?
Yeah, it's good. It's grown a lot on me since I first heard it. So it's very upbeat. Yeah, I've seen it in the theater and at like mini lives and stuff a few times, and it's pretty fun to cheer along with. Um, yeah, and then unlike the song I was complaining about earlier, the instrumentals are really nice as well. Even like when you listen to it streaming or whatever.
Yeah, it's grown on me too. I still don't really. Well, I didn't really hate it to begin with, and I still don't. But I also still don't really love it. You know, it's fine. It's not super generic.
Mm-hmm. But it's
But
also
it's
very like Carlos K, right?
yeah. But it's also I don't know. I just thought it was funny that it's a very cool song, and I still don't know if that really suits Kato and Sakatan. You know, I know some people were hoping for, another date date date, and this is definitely not another date date date. Um, but it's fine. It's definitely better than some other songs in the past couple years.
Done. Actually, yeah. I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, because I'm like also attached to Nagisa Cycle. So when I first heard this one, I knew it was gonna be different, and so it goes for like the weird, kind of cool rock style, but it's like not a very good rock
Yeah.
kind of song. Like example of a good rock is that the song we had in the theater show. Yeah, just, like the singing is like the constant, like it just sounds like yelling. I know ka, I know ka. It's constantly yelling it.
And also, like the bit at the end where it's like skita, skita, skita 10 times. It's
Yeah,
like,
it literally sounds like your song is like skipping back.
your CD is like skipping. Your CD player is skipping. I don't know if Arcus is old enough to know what that was like.
I understand conceptually what you're talking about.
Okay.
I wish that repeating part. I wish they like changed up the rhythm a little bit to like put a little pause between like every three skidas. Yeah, skida, 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 something like that. It makes it sound more intentional than like rather than like, oh oops, we accidentally copied and pasted the track.
We're reaching the like the word limit. We have to or whatever the timing. Whatever, we have to speed it up. Yeah, so I guess I first heard it on the stream when they did it at the theater, and then second time I heard it was at the mini live at the Abeno Q. I mean, I didn't like it the first time. I didn't really like it the second time either. But yeah, it's slowly growing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like not. I don't hate it outright. But will not be probably not one of my favorites. Will not be going on my Spotify playlist. But I'm okay with it. It's like not. At least there is like some like action with this. It's not like Done, which is like boring to sit through at the theater show. That's where I'm most like affected by it. Is like, okay, this is going to be fun to listen to in the theater because that's where you're a captive audience and you have to listen to it.
There's a lot of hoo-hoos in the
there's that, yeah. So it'd be all right. It has the weird like whoa ho hos, which is different from the whoa whoa whoas. Whoa ho ho is more like Sakamichi style,
Yes.
whereas whoa 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 is like 48 style, or I guess Akipi style.
Yes.
So
don't get
it's
those
different.
two mixed up. There will be a test.
Yeah, I'm a PhD in whoa whoa whoas. Yeah. But yeah, I think it might be okay. Yeah, I don't hate it as much as I originally thought. But what I did notice, like at the mini live, was I guess we'll see this later. I guess as well is like how the fans are reacting to the double center.
Yeah,
because it definitely seems like it's everyone is just cheering for Kato.
Yeah,
Sakatan barely gets any cheers.
I cheer for Sakatan because of that.
Yeah,
she needs more.
Also, because you have a vendetta against Kato for
that too,
for wronging you all those years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and which has been really noticeable overall during the in the stage and
B2 shows also.
Like Kato just apparently there's a lot of Kato fans. Who knew?
And they're very passionate, to say the least.
Yes. Whether or not you should be that passionate about a 18-year-old girl, I don't know. But
hey, at least she's 18 now, not 13 or 12 or whatever when some of them first got there. Except those people, they found other 13-year-olds to chase after. And probably some more to come in a couple months from now. Yeah. And then for the music video, which also like they didn't quite do the full on K-pop teaser shit. They only did like one little teaser, and then a few days later, then they actually had the music video premiere on YouTube.
Just that long opening drone shot.
Yeah. And it's also mixed thoughts on that as well. I think the drone shots of him like standing far away is kind of cool and interesting, but also kind of cheesy. It kind of looks like CGI or whatever, or like at Best Buy or whatever, they'd have like the TV with like the motion blurring set on, and it looks really shitty.
Yeah,
but I feel like this music video would be like one of those videos they'd play on those TVs.
Yeah, the blur is kind of annoying, and a lot of people complain that. So overall, I will say it's shot pretty well. It looks nice. It doesn't look crappy and low budget. That's like kind of the bar we're at right now. But
still kind of has that low budget because like the university, I guess, where it was filmed at is like completely empty.
Well, I mean, you don't want random people in the back.
You don't want randos, but it feels like really weird, like kind of like sterile, or I feel like there should be like more going on.
Yeah, so one thing I saw people complain about is that there's very few of the typical like lip syncing scenes that we usually see in idol music videos. So like all the shots are of like dance scenes or the drone shots, so you can't really see the members' faces clearly. And like it's NMB. The visuals are a big part of the group, so it would be nice to have more of the up close shots.
Yeah. Though I guess Shin was saying on Showroom the other day that it didn't, because they didn't do the lip syncing scenes, it actually was like the filming actually went really quickly. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I didn't like. It's like there's not really long shots in this music video. Like it's constantly doing like the cuts every 3 to 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's a little too much. You don't get a good feel of who's in the video. You don't really get any like a feel of like the members or the personalities, or there's not really a story.
Yeah. Even just to change the pace of the music video to make it more interesting, rather than just like action shot. Ooh, look at this
cut
drone. But people have no attention span these days, I guess.
Yeah. Overall, it's
Uh,
like it's a very slick music video. Um, and like they do a lot. They make some good choices in terms of like colors and backgrounds. Um, they also, so they've got the jacket outfits, the gray outfits, which are like really, in my opinion, really ugly.
oh yeah.
It's like they're very, I don't know, they strike me as being like very Chairman Mao. And if you're going to have, if you're talking about idols, you want to at least be Deng Xiaoping. Um,
Need more reform.
yes. Yeah, but then they've also got this white outfit for some of the dance scenes, which actually looks like really, really good.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Yeah. It's like,
I was
I don't know.
disappointed they didn't like show those in any other promo material.
Yeah. It's like that should have just been the main outfit. I mean, we don't. Society has moved beyond the need for schoolgirl outfits.
And chokers.
Well, maybe not
And,
those.
and then people also said the red string on the cover does not show up at all in the music video.
Yeah.
Again, it's just another example of how the cover and the music video and everything are all done separately by different groups of people.
Well, it's like Dunn doesn't have the weird 1990s school photo laser lights in the music video either. Yeah, it's like there's no like cohesiveness with all this stuff. It's all done like Frankenstein style. Yeah. I guess what I did like in the music video, I think part I liked was probably the tennis racket scene.
Yeah.
They're all just random swinging tennis rackets.
I mean,
all like different colors.
The colors are nice in that.
Yeah.
Matt really likes it when they focus up on Mikana.
I did see like in a Mobabe that Muse sent that she was like really bummed out that her position is like so far back in the single and like she's like barely in the the music video. She never gets shown.
Well, gotta dance better.
Well, seriously, that's the dumb thing because it's a music video. Like dancing is not that important at all because you can edit around that.
Remember the random English comment that pointed out like someone dancing the wrong way in one of the scenes or in the gym or something?
Yeah, I'm still not sure what they're talking about.
It's very important. Dancing is important.
Yes.
But yeah. So Corey got Ainaka. It's all right.
Is this love? Maybe.
What?
It took me a little bit later to understand it. Yeah, what is love also? And then the
Oh yeah,
Ainante.
because they've got this like effect during some of the music video where it's like math equations, which I guess is like trying to do like what is love, and it's like, do we really need to be ripping off twice?
So the scientist envy is much better than this.
Well, of course, this is NMB. We suck.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right, yeah. And then as for the rest of the singles, so there's the coupling song Now, which is very good, in my opinion. It's a fun, upbeat song. Sounds like that teammate Hachi Suno dance song that Geoff likes.
It's okay. Kind of, I guess, now that you mention it.
Yeah.
But no, it's not as hyped.
It doesn't have the whoa whoa, but it has like the now or I think or something like that.
Yeah.
In the haze.
Yeah.
I've heard. Yeah, I like this way more though than Koriga and Enoka.
It is better than most of the other songs that have all members.
It's better than Station No Lifetime 2023.
Well, that's not hard. Yeah, I guess somebody was like, "Oh, it's like, it reminds me of Pink Ura no Sakai." And it's like,
What
yes,
the fuck?
but it's better.
Not at all.
It's better.
Yes, it's better than that one, yes. I don't see any connection to that. I don't know how they would see that.
Well, they're Japanese.
So yeah. I feel like this is an example of where the coupling song is better than the main song.
Nah.
If you look at the history of that,
for
like
me.
Muchujin better than Koito Ai. Time Bomb is better than Tsukino Mushi.
No. Karin apologist.
I guess Number 13 didn't really have a good one in there for done. That's also kind of a crap thing, but yeah. Yeah, so there's that. And then we have the team songs. So Team N, they had the song Natsu no Destination. Which is weird on YouTube. I guess my YouTube, because it's in English. It keeps on saying Summer Destination.
Yeah,
So I can't tell if they're using English or Japanese, because some of the titles are in English, some of them are not. So I don't know.
I think if you're using the just youtube.com, I think it translates.
Okay, I was using my app and it was doing it. So also because it does that weird thing because it's like YouTube Music and I don't have the YouTube Premium, so sometimes it's paywalled.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah,
It's
try to get around the paywall.
So the song is definitely not at all like the last Team N song.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a change that I don't know. I can't really get into it. Even though the nice thing, I don't know. A lot of members have talked about how each member has a solo part, and that does make it kind of stand out from other songs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. It's like a very calm, like ballady song.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be weird what if they replace Jinx with this in the theater show.
Get used to it. Yeah, I think it's a nice ballad song. Part of it sounds like Bokura no Regata.
I have to listen to it more.
Yeah. I guess one I could listen to a lot because I like this song a lot. It has some cool instruments in it. There's like the weird like castanets or whatever, like the like rattly like the during the verses or whatever. And then there's like this little like tooty flute that plays during like the second verse. It's like doot 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 or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so it's some pretty fun like instruments. It's pretty good. And yeah, like everyone has a solo line. So I think this is an okay song. Like it doesn't repulse me like Jinx did, but I am actually now I come back and I think Jinx is actually okay because the other two team songs were like so boring. At least Jinx has some kind of like personality. But alas, I probably will not hear Jinx. Yeah.
Man, the previous singles team songs were really good. I'm kind of disappointed with this singles team songs.
I think the one you like is also the one that no one I do not like. And then next is the Team M song Seishun Jump. Fun, upbeat song. Kind of going along with the Seishun theme. It's pretty good. There are some weird, like, not quite so like Rei and Mikana each have solo lines, but then everyone after that is like grouped into like twos or threes.
Yeah,
like, I think it goes like Rei, Mikana, and then I think Wakanyan and Mew, Wakanyan and Mew, and then I think Karen and Raipon, and then Anju Yunanan, and then I think Miki, Hono, and Mio. That's like how when I was listening to it.
Yeah, I definitely did not listen that closely. It's kind of forgettable.
I think it's better than the Shokin Shitsu Ikeba.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because that one's definitely kind of slow and ballady, and this one is a little faster paced, so that will happen. But it's
And
still
less Ray solos in the middle to just kind of break it apart, to break the song.
although it's
Like she has her solos, but it's short. It's short enough where it's not like distracting.
yeah. There's the question of because the Shoku Inshitsu is like the last song of Emno Sign. It's like so they just sub this in. You know,
Probably.
would be it would be weird. But then putting it outside, like putting it as the last song of the main stage, is also weird. So who knows?
Oh, it's not. It's not the last song of.
No, it's because it's not in the encore.
Yeah.
So
This one would be a better last song for the main part than this one. This one fit probably just fine because it's a fun upbeat song.
So apparently, Miyochi said in showroom the other day that they haven't even learned the dance for this new song.
Mm-hmm. Which explains why they haven't done it yet in any of the stages.
I expected them to do it this week, since it's like the first theater shows after the single came out, but nope. They're still doing the old team songs.
Yeah. Or are they gonna like do what they did with like B2 last time and just keep on adding songs to the set list?
Yes.
And then randomly now we have Honest Man on here.
Those are so the previous they did that with every team show because it was like adding a song that you can cheer to after they allowed cheering again.
Also, because like Swan Boat wasn't a very good song.
No, fuck you.
Best song of Request Hour.
Yes.
Voted best Request Hour.
Count the votes.
We are opposed to democracy here on Takoyaki Party.
Anyway, yeah, this will be fun to listen to when it comes to the Team M. Okay, and then next is Headbang Time. And this is definitely probably the worst one in the
definitely
package.
The best one.
It is the most misleading, false advertising of a song ever.
Yeah, definitely not punk, but it's like a little punky, so
it's not even rock either.
Yeah. It's like, come on.
Is it like
you had one job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like I was so excited when I heard a song, Headbang Time, okay, cool. And then I get to it. No. I was about to say like this whole package is like it's flawless, and then we got to the song and it ruined it for me. See, it sounds like the that one like AKB under 17 Lolicon song that Ryan likes because Yuri's in it, the Hote Sokudo to Yutetsukan.
Yeah, it does.
Because of the high, no.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's like kind of the sassy style sounding idol song. The high. Yeah, I guess that could be fun to listen to do it in the theater. I guess, and the no. Yeah.
It's no koi no hetare.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I like that one was okay, but also like as also kind of boring-ish. This one at least is a bit more upbeat, but it's also just not good. They probably couldn't do a rock or punk song because they already have the Love and Peace song in the B2 set list.
Yeah. I think all the team songs this time are kind of all the team songs this time are kind of but then I guess all the team songs last time are also kind of so they're fine.
I think this is overall a better patch than last time. Yeah. Okay. So there's that, and then the two Tetra songs are also in their own separate pack that we don't have. Actually, did start selling those finally. I think the last 2 months we've been trying to talk about the Tetra edition, and Ryan kept on saying like, "Oh no, it's going to be the same as the theater edition." I'm like,
no,
and I kept on saying no, it's It's gonna be a separate thing. It's gonna be sold separately, and lo and behold, it's its own separate thing. And it's sold separately. They're doing a special Tetra event. What was it end of June, right? Like 29th or
Yeah.
something.
Should we talk about
over
it
at
now?
Yeah, we're talking about now.
Okay.
We're already getting into it. With the That's at Joshin, isn't it? Is that where it's happening?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this top floor of Joshin has a mini like event space. So they're gonna do like 3 mini lives that are 15 minutes each. And then like after each mini live they have another like
There's like a high touch
event
Kai,
time.
and then
Yeah.
there's a two-shot checky.
Yeah, so
Or
the
not
high touch
checky.
has the 4 Tetra members and Wakapon. And then they have so they have 1 round of that high touch. Then after the second and third mini lives, they have 2 rounds of like sign Kais. So they
Yeah,
will
sign Kai. Yeah, that was it.
yeah, they'll like sign a I can't remember, it's a mini CD jacket or something. They'll pre-sign it's individual members. So you pick one of the 4 Tetra members or Wakapon. And then they will have signed like their autographs on it ahead of time, but they'll write your name there. They've done like similar CD jacket signing events for
Skitamushi, they did it
yeah,
for.
they randomly did it in Tokyo, like the day before the handshake event or something.
I know it was after the Tokyo concert.
Oh yeah.
The Tokyo Mushi, and then I also looked at the rules or whatever, and it's like your name can only be in hiragana or katakana.
Yeah, only
No kanji,
only
no alphabet.
10
Racist.
characters. Yeah. I mean, like if the members know you well, I'm sure they'll do it like how you want if you tell them.
Yeah, that was always like the dumb thing, like at AKB, like when they did like the sign events or whatever, because they gave that slip, and like I had one staff be super strict about it. Like the staff could like, I think she was like an exchange student or whatever. She could like read and speak English, and she's like, it doesn't match your ID, which says Matthew.
Oh
You
yeah,
need to write
yeah.
Matthew on. And I was like seeing Goto Lala, and she already know my name is Matt, so she just wrote Matt on it. Anyway, so I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, screw it, staff. That's like something like I could probably get away with, like with Misaki or something. Misaki should be in Tetra. No, I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Misaki should have been Saya.
Yeah. She would have cut her hair. Or put on a wig, I guess. But yeah, that's so yeah, they were selling that, and I didn't check. Well, I did check when they did 2 rounds of this already. I saw Ray sold out 1 slot.
Yeah.
And then, but apparently everyone like had trouble winning.
So yeah,
no one paid.
I applied. So I had no idea how much people would apply for this. So, I wanted to win like at least 1 for each member because it would be fun to, get all 4 Tetra members plus Wakapon. Actually, Arda asked me to get some Wakapon autographs for him. But
Are you gonna write Arda on your name?
yeah, I was. That's what I was gonna do. But I only won 1. Even though he wanted like 3. And like I won Chihi and Anon, but I didn't win any for Rei and Mikana. And that was even in the first round of application when I applied like, I don't know, 3 to 5 tickets for each member. But then in this week in the second round, I tried applying like 5 times 3 applications and I won nothing.
Dang.
So yeah, in the first round, not like only Ray showed up as selling out 1 slot, but almost everyone was sold out because like people are applying a lot to see how much they win and then choosing not to pay some of them. But then in reality, only a few tickets are left. So this is actually quite popular.
Or they're doing like dumb Chica Idol rules where like they only have like 50 copies or whatever per.
Well, yeah, they only have
round or
1 hour of each sign Kai, so they can't do that much. I imagine like they could account for
It might be only 100.
Yeah, so like 120.
Because like normally, I think like, even like the Sataya stuff, I think it's like a limit of 100. And then they'll also sell like day of.
Yeah. Also, the mini live was stupid because so even though the high touch and the sign Kai you apply through universal, so anyone can do it anywhere because it's online. But then the mini live, you had to go to Joshin on Tuesday when the single came out. But I asked my friend who works nearby, and he went after work, and he managed to get me 2 tickets for like 2 of the mini lives. But it's still really stupid. Like, if you don't live close by, you have to go just to get a ticket. When it's such a like, even though they did stuff like filming in Tokyo, so like people who were actually involved in filming the show, like a lot of them probably can't come by the tickets for this mini live. Yeah, I don't know why Joshin didn't do some electronic ticket thing like Tsutaya usually does.
They might not have the ability to do it, or
Yeah, maybe they better get a Yahoo ticket or whatever pass
I think that's
market.
probably why Kasutaya is under Yahoo, so they have like the pass market
Oh,
thing.
okay. Well, they should figure something out.
They should tie it to like your Joshin like loyalty points cards
Yeah,
or whatever.
I have a bunch of points.
Buy a refrigerator and you get a free Tetra Mini Live ticket. Yeah. So there's that. I guess yeah. I think just maybe they're committing to the Chica Idol gimmick.
You have
You got to
to
be there in person if you want to get a ticket.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Speaking of Chica Idols and mini lives, briefly let's talk about like the Abeno Q Mall mini live thing that we went to. That was like on April 29th. So I went to that. I only watched the free mini live. I didn't buy tickets because you had to pay 5,000 yen. You had to buy 3 copies just to get one high touch Miyokuri ticket.
Yeah.
Which that's too much for me, even though that's the same price as a theater show. So like I went up to I went there early. I don't know why I did. I mean, I got
you were
off
bored.
hell early. I was bored. Yeah, I had nothing else to do. I had to leave my hotel and wait for you guys. So I got in line, and then like the line like, oh yeah, you can't actually go past this point. So okay, I'm gonna get out of the line. And then you guys showed up like 20 minutes later, or like 5 minutes later.
It was
and
fine.
then they opened it up.
So yeah, I didn't go super early to line up and get a ticket for the live, but I showed up like after a little bit later, and yet because the order number for the mini live was handed out randomly, I actually got an okay number, even though I didn't line up for hours.
You're like 200 something, right?
Yeah. So I got the mini live ticket and I got one high touch ticket because it's the same as last time where they split the senbatsu in half. So Chihi was in the first half, so I didn't have to wait around. Like you also didn't want to wait until the second group because
from you
was in the
also the rest
group.
of the group was also pretty shit too. It was like Maedi, Sakatan. I don't know. Yeah, it was not a very good group.
Yeah, so the mini live was
but
like
what I watched, it was fun. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
was like last time. It was just 3 songs.
yes, Koriga Ainanaka, Date da Date, and Bokura Yurika.
Yeah. So it was like 10 minutes. So it's okay. Like, I wanted to do it because I was free that day, and then I didn't do the high touch last time, but it's just not really worth it. Because high touch, you only get like 2 seconds maximum per member. But there were people like looping like 10 times. It was super weird. So most people go only once or twice. So there was a huge line at the beginning. Everyone's like slowly going through the line and doing their high touch and leaving the area. And then like waiting around outside to watch the other people finish the high touch. But then there are like 2 or 3 people who bought like 10 high touch tickets. And remember, each one is like 5,000 yen.
Mm-hmm.
And they just like were on the stage area circling back and forth. It was so stupid.
At the end, there's like the one guy going like 10 times.
Yeah, and it's like you don't even like at that point you're even rushed. You don't even I know you're not even getting your full 5,000 yen worth.
It's kind of funny, yeah, to watch. So I was watching the whole thing and from up above, and like just watching how it works. So I guess what members they wore gloves, but everyone else did not have to.
Yeah,
And so
and
you just walk by. It's like a high five, like you pass by everyone.
they also asked us to wear masks if we want to touch or if we want to talk to the members, but they didn't really enforce it.
But yeah, like if I actually did it, I probably might have enjoyed it. I guess, but it was yeah, it was dumb, but kind of fun, like dumb fun. And then that's just really funny. I was watching the staff because like so you have to put your bag down on the table, and then so they have like two lines of staff. They have like staff who are moving you along, and then they'll have staff behind them
They
like
have like
pushing your bags
3 times the
across the
number
table.
of staff handling our bags.
Yeah, it's like I feel like you could probably automate this, whatever. Get like the airport conveyor belt thing or whatever going. Also, I imagine because like I had like my giant like dumb like Deguchi bag. Imagine him having to deal with that. That'd probably be a problem. And I guess also apparently some other members like families or mothers were
Yeah.
up in the free area next to me. You said apparently Ayapilons was next to me, but
No,
I
it's
couldn't see
not Ayapon, Sakatan.
Sakatan.
Yeah, and her mom looks a lot like Sakatan. Like a slightly older version.
You should have made friends, Matt. Should have made another.
I didn't see her because just like she's right to your right. I'm like, no, that's an old guy next to me.
Not immediately to your right, but like 5 people to your right.
And then I'm like, well, that's a little too far for me to actually see because it's like a weird angle.
Plus, she's probably a short Japanese woman.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, so there's that. But there'll be another opportunity to go do this over in. They say Tokyo, but it's not like technically like Saitama.
No, it is Tokyo.
Okay.
It's Nerimaku. It's even the 23 wards.
Basically on the border, though.
Yeah, so it's actually like within biking distance of where I used to live in Saitama, so it feels super funny. So they're gonna have Team M do a mini live and high touch thing like this at a mall in Hikarigaoka in Tokyo. So it's super random because it's like the end of a subway line in kind of a residential area. So it's not like, going to Shinjuku or Shibuya where there would be tons of like people who go there and are milling about and you might get to, get some new eyes to see NMB. But then you will get new eyes to see NMB, but then it's only like the locals who live in that area.
I saw they had like rules already like posted like on the website or something about like, hey, no yelling, no doing mixes or calls,
Really?
no jumping. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Probably because like they don't want to disturb people like just in the mall normally.
Yeah, because this is probably since it's a local mall, it's like a lot of old people and families who go there.
Also, it's probably like they couldn't actually get anywhere in Tokyo proper for this.
Yeah,
I
I assume that's why, because it's kind of short notice, and then trying to book a mall in a central location in Tokyo is probably impossible.
It's also gonna be like in the outskirts, like over by Skytree or like in Saitama, like Lake Town or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I did go to one of those in I think for AKB.
Mm-hmm.
It's like weird. Yeah. So that's happening.
I see the thing. No calls and mixes us. Wow, that sucks. And the ironic thing was that at the Osaka one, remember there was like some guy who was super hyped up in the front row of during the mini live who like before it started he like yelled at the crowd like, yeah, let's get fired up, let's make this the greatest live ever. And like, dude, this is gonna be 3 songs.
There's like someone like up above where I was, like telling him to shut the fuck up. Like no one cares, shut up.
Wow.
Also, it's just kind of funny because like they're trying to do like the members came out like they were doing like call and response, like oh, is this your first time seeing NMB?
Yeah.
Like, of course, like, regular fans are like, oh, yes. And I think they called out, like, no, I know that person.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. There's that. Okay, also, while we're still on the topic of Koregai, let's talk about the sales real quick. So, the last time we tried talking about, like, the first 2 rounds, there wasn't really any data to go off of. Since then, we've had way more development. 7 rounds of sales. Pretty good numbers, I think. Surprisingly good numbers. Actually,
No.
the first day sales results was it 189,820 copies were sold on the first day, which I don't think that counts like the previous round or this round I just finished, because those ones will be shipping this week. But at least that did give us first place ranking in the Oricon, so they got the golden taco. They got the golden taco. They got the takoyaki for that.
And it only dropped by like 10,000 from Nagisa Cycle or something.
30. I think it was. Oh, wait. I was looking at those numbers. Was it that's first week versus first day?
Ah.
I think maybe. So yeah, according to first week, it's like 30,000 under Nagisa Cycle, which actually is not that bad. Because I guess, assuming they factor in these next 2 rounds, it might get there.
Yeah.
It might even get up to 200,000.
And losing Nagisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Nagisa, Reiko.
And this single has 1 less event day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, there's only 6 online dates, whereas Nagisa Cycle had 7.
So yeah, it's kind of balancing out or whatever.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, well, I guess this isn't as because Nagisa Psycho came out so far ahead of the event dates, because the Nagisa Psycho events were all really close together, and whereas these events are really far apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the farthest out date is actually selling the best, so
Well, yeah, I mean that always happens because people want to do the last one. Like the last, it's far enough out where they will adjust their schedules to be able to go to this event. And then the middle ones are like, yeah, I'm not sure yet, and so and they're not in a rush to buy it. But either way, like just looking at the overall, like the number of CDs sold according to Oricon, and then the number of sold out slots per member, it's not much worse than Nagisa Cycle.
Yeah, some members doing better, some members doing worse, some doing the same. I guess certain member who's doing significantly better than before is Kato.
yeah, wow.
Yeah, I
Currently the second bestseller.
I mean, I think her fans, it's finally her center song, even though it's double center.
Yeah.
Like, so they want to like sell her, make sure she sells well, so it doesn't look embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. But not the same sentiment for her co-center.
And
Yeah.
like even if her fans feel that way, she doesn't have enough fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird. I mean, yeah, it just kind of goes on to show like how like the fans are supporting Kato more than Sakatan.
Yeah.
In many ways.
Yeah, Matt was implying that like at theater shows and at the mini live and stuff, the cheers for Kato are so much louder than for Sakatan. I mean, it's true, but then I don't know. My impression of Sakatan's like event, like her handshake event line and stuff. There's a fair number of people, but maybe they just don't buy as many tickets, so they're not the hardcore otaku type.
Or they're like the DD guy. Because he's like buying Sakatan and Mako and like Chihi and Reiko. Well, Reiko's not here anymore, but he was buying her too. But it was like kind of a slowish burn. I guess the first couple rounds were kind of weird because they were really slow, like with the sales and stuff. There were problems with payments, but it kind of picked up, like with the non-Sabatsu border members. Like Mako
Yeah.
started picking up steam.
Even like we have to mention this Hono
Yeah.
is selling well,
No,
but
yeah.
like I think she has some whales to be blunt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Whale power, which you don't want to reward whales.
Yes.
Because that's how we ended up with Mighty somehow being a Senbatsu regular.
Yes.
She got whaled once, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess we should have her forever. And now we can't get rid of her.
I mean, I like Hono, but yeah, there's a reason she doesn't get much outside work and stuff.
Well, they should, she's very popular among Europeans, so they should clearly
put her in the expo show, like in front of the Europe pavilions.
They should send her to Finland, and then she can, cut her hair or whatever,
and sit in a sauna with a family.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen is weird because she's starting to sell now, but it's like not quite like. Like I waited. I mean, I'm on my weird like protest or whatever, and then I started buying some, and I started losing. I couldn't win any of her tickets actually, so it's working.
Blame yourself.
No, that's fine. I'm like, I have like one ticket for her handshake.
Jeez.
Sold out. And this last one, also I bought because they added an extra slot for her, and I also waited. And I only got 2 out of the 6 I ordered for her. So, yeah, her fans are slowly picking up. I mean, what few fans she has left, I guess, are slowly trying to bring her back. But it's going to be tough.
She needs to, she needs to be better at res, clearly.
She needs to stop. She needs to start focusing on her actual fans and not her trying to get new fans. And stop the baseball as well. Stop hanging out with Shihi.
Well, that's good advice for everyone.
It's not even working. Jeff's not buying Karen tickets.
True. Well, judging by the number of sold out slots Shihi has, Geoff is clearly Oshihening to Yayoi.
Explain yourself, Geoff.
Shihi is at the point where sales don't matter that much.
That's true. We're kind of stuck with her.
A great person once said that, and then she quit.
Rest in peace, said Haru.
Yeah, I don't know. Chihi's sales pattern is weird. Like she has none sold out for Kanto.
Yeah, that's really odd.
But her 2-shot sold out. And then Yuina is selling
Yuina
well.
is also weird, yeah.
Super weird. Like online she's selling really well, but none for 2-shot.
Yeah, wow.
It's also because her birthday is on one of the online dates.
But like I keep on noticing like they keep on like selling out her last slot for all the online events. So that's the last time too.
That's a sign that hardcore fans are buying the last slot.
The yellow hair guy.
What you mean, white hair?
White hair guy, yeah, whatever.
Boss Kun.
Platinum blonde.
Yeah.
Actually, he was really funny because he was like getting mad at the guy that was kept on looping during the high touch. He wasn't like getting mad, but he was like kind of like rolling his eyes, like stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then obviously I guess the elephant in the room. Oh,
what?
Yeah, you go with Mikana. Yeah, she
Mikana's
at least
not getting blocked by antis this
not
time.
getting obstructed.
Oh yeah. Although, because I know Artis said he had trouble getting her 2-shot, which is weird because I had no trouble getting her 2-shot. So.
Well, her 2-shots sold out in round 3. And I got 2-shot tickets for her.
Yeah. The Mikana antis, I guess, much like myself, the Mikana antis have moved on.
But you still buy a ticket for her. The anti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the elephant, of course, is Mighty.
Oy.
Selling as we expected, which is not very well.
Mhm.
Will it be bad enough to get her out of Senbatsu? Who knows?
Yeah.
If they're gonna give her the test, it would be now.
Do it, Cameron.
I mean, the next single.
Thing is, like, she didn't really sell that well to ever get back into
No.
Nagisa cycle, but they still put her back in there. Maybe because it was a weird, like, Nagisa. Oh, she's the next Shibuya Nagisa, so we had to put her in here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they've even rode back on the next Shibuya Nagisa thing. Like, I haven't
They
heard
haven't
that in a
mentioned it
while.
since. Who was it? Was it at the last non-variety? No, something. I thought it said like someone said someone is the next Hirayama Mai or something. I'm not sure if it was like Honopi or something. I don't know, or someone else. Yeah, but then yeah, other members who's doing well.
Ayapon, Raypon.
Yeah, have gotten like added slots to their things. Risa.
Risa, yeah.
Risa has whales.
Yeah. And then, I guess, on the Naifchin front, Koyorin and Yoshimin
Yeah.
doing pretty well. Misora as well, doing very well. It's so stupid. I think they could probably be selling way better, but they have the dumb, like, 2-slot system for them.
Yeah.
1 or 2 slots for them.
On the other hand, Wakatan not doing particularly well.
Yep. I mean, Arda only has so much money and resources.
Yeah. Especially when he needs to actually fly.
He has to split it with Wakapon. Who's
And
also
then-
having, like, weird, like, not selling out her. She's a little slow or whatever with stuff. Also, I still have a 2-shot from last time, but they haven't said anything about makeups for that. Because I didn't go to the other makeup they did back in January. Or what to do with my Pikachu ticket. I think they said that's supposed to be day of tickets, but who knows.
And then Takoyaki Party exclusive. I tried to buy some more Miyochi in the last round for her second slot, and I only got 1 ticket. So
she probably sold out.
Yes, even Miyochi can sell out a slot.
But if only it
But
came
we'll never
earlier.
know.
Yeah, it won't show up on the chart.
Yeah.
And she'll continue to be sad.
Does anything happen to you with Misaki as well? Or that was someone else?
Yeah, that's why I only have 2 Misaki.
I have like 8. It's my fault.
Yeah, I didn't buy them until pretty late, so.
Yeah. Also, her schedule's weird because she has like morning slot for the handshake and then the last slots for 2-shot.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So, anyway, sales are pretty good. Mew has been pretty tricky to win. I see, like, she sold out her last day because she had like some stupid gimmick that I really wanted to win, but it was too late to do it. Where she was going to write like a thank you message if you bought like 2 tickets or more for a couple slots.
Yeah,
like doing the Iapon gimmick.
A lot of members are doing something rooms related. Like, I think Xeon, if you are in her rooms and you like comment on her post or something like that, she'll write a letter for you. And then Sakura is also doing something similar. Yeah, so like some of these members are trying really hard.
Meta hard, yeah. Also on the 23rd, Mew is doing like evolution day. So she has like the different like EV forms for each slot. So I bought a bunch of tickets for that. But yeah. Those are the sales, so they're doing all right. I guess one person who went from like 0 to 12 in a week was Ishida Yuumi.
Yeah. Wonder why.
Because of a certain announcement she made. She announced her graduation a little over a week and a half ago or so.
I'm so sorry, Ryan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan, so still really sad.
It's okay. He still has Mighty.
And on. But yeah, so actually it was weird. It was like on one of the last. It was like the in show before the song came out. The single was like about a week ago, and yeah, she said she will be graduating in the fall, so she'll be sticking around doing all these events. So naturally, all of her in-person events have been selling out. And then even her last day of online sold out right away too.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about Yuumin.
Yeah, so it's a little surprising, but also not that surprising considering she's 25 and she's been in and out of Senbatsu, never really in a stable position. So I thought maybe she would stick around longer with how they gave her the whole Shihan title thing, and how she produced the ninth gen show. I thought maybe she would be satisfied with this kind of like senpai role in the group, but of course that means it's like she still has to personally take a step back. Not being in Senbatsu, not having good positions in theater shows. But ultimately, yeah, she decided it's not worth the hard work to like stick around for not much reward. And honestly, and in theater shows, she has noticeably been struggling with like endurance lately, like especially in the encore of Team N when they do like the single and then Jinx in a row. She's always like super out of breath, and then she's also kind of had health issues recently. Like she injured her back. Like she gets like, and even like this past week, I think she had like some muscle strain or some pain in her torso and like left the stage during the song. So it's
Oof.
also just like, yeah, mentally and physically, I think it's just getting really tough to keep doing this for her.
Did she miss any shows recently, or just it's just been this weird like take a break?
I don't remember exactly. I don't think she's been subbed out, last minute because of poor health or anything, but
Okay.
yeah, she's all I've had her Mobame for a long time, and she often says like, yeah, she has like muscle pain here and there. Yeah, and oh yeah, and then she also started YouTube recently, so I thought
Yeah,
maybe
like
she,
a month ago.
yeah, so I thought maybe that would be her thing if she sticks around in the group, but she says she wants, I don't know, she said she's embarking on a new challenge after she leaves NMB. So maybe her YouTube will be related to that. She wants to do something like health related. I don't know, health and exercise.
Go to Vietnam.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, 'cause she was like did like the Vietnam Fest like this year and last year as well. So
Mhm.
she's like 1/8 Vietnamese. And
Yeah. It's not a huge shock because, she's been in the group for 13 years. I'm more surprised actually that she's staying all the way till the fall and she's just announcing it now, but um I think she's just gotten to the point where what more can she do? It's never, it's never going to get better. Like management likes her obviously, but they're not necessarily going to stick her in Senbatsu again. So
I think the reason she announced it now is because she did the the right thing. Let her fans be able to see her
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
before like
No,
tickets.
well in
Unlike
advance that you
someone.
need to buy like crazy.
I mean, I think she clearly recognizes she's not really gonna get new fans at this point, but she wants to treat her old longtime fans well and give them the last chance to like, if we do all the events for this single and then go to all her theater shows, concerts if we have any this year. Yeah. Well, there should at least be the anniversary, I guess. So maybe she'll
Yeah, that's the thing.
leave
Yeah, the
after
weird
the
thing.
anniversary.
Yeah, the timing. It'd be weird. Is like fall, which can mean anything. But
Oh yeah,
I think
and
it's just said fall.
Because her
And-
birthday's in October,
yeah, that's
so I wonder if they'll do a
Yeah.
combo.
Birthday, graduation, theater show,
Or-
concert,
or both. Yeah, yeah. Also, the question is whether she can have a grad concert. If so, it
For
would
her, it would be like Zepp at
yeah, it would be a
best,
very
Yeah, I mean,
small venue.
They like
which
her,
would
but not
also
that
spell
much.
doom for. I think they'd probably want to tie it like with like 14th anniversary, which would be bad if they do 14th anniversary at fucking Zepp.
No,
think
I
they
don't
will.
think they'll tie it because the scope she cannot have a large venue, so it just makes it impossible to tie them together.
Unless they do like another like tour thing, and then cause I think that's what they did with Momoka, Kensho Momoka, like during the 2017 tour.
Yeah.
Like I think it was Yokohama was like Yokohama tour / Momoka graduation corner concert or whatever.
Yeah, they had several members who had like one of the tour stops designated as their graduation show.
Well, if Apon can do it, Yuumin can do it.
Well, that was special because they had a Hiroshima show, right?
Maybe they'll do an international tour and it could be in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Osaka
And all the
to the world.
Vietnamese people will be like, "What?
Otabe also.
Who? What?"
Yeah.
What is,
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be weird. Yeah. Actually, what I did notice, like it was one of the events. I think I was in the lane next to her, and I definitely saw. Yeah, she was very she's definitely experienced at like the handshakes and stuff. Like, did the whole pulls you into her and then hangs on to you as you're being pushed out of the lane. Like, very veteran. Like you've been doing this for over 10 years, so you know what to do. So, she knows what NMB fans or what Idol fans like. So, good for her with that. But it probably won't pass on like the Shihan position to anyone else.
Okay. I can't believe Miki will be
Yeah.
alone the most senior member in it.
That's really funny. Yeah, when I made that picture, it's like the Miki picture should beat Yuumin. It's gonna be funny. That's also a funny thing. Clicking like concerts and stuff, like I was like will like refer to Yuumin like as like the senior and like defer to her or whatever. But I don't think they'll do that with Miki.
No. Well, who knows? Maybe the next concert will be deer themed.
Itagaki Koyori started doing gravure with Young Magazine and Weekly Playboy. And I think she's also in Girlspedia coming up.
Mm-hmm.
We think so, yeah.
So kind of a surprise appearance. Didn't expect her to be next one,
But she's also the type who like tries everything. She's like super hardworking.
Mm-hmm. But still not promoted.
Walkaton thumb up.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'd be, that's good for her. Cool.
I mean I noticed the Young magazine has like a ton of bonuses like the videos and like digital version and all this crazy shit and she's in all that, so it's like it's promoting pretty hard. So I guess Young Magazine and Weekly Playboy are kind of more, I don't know, gravure rather than idol gravure. So I'm comparing to like Yayoi's debut which was in like Bomb, and then she also did like of course Girls Pedia, and then also like what's it called? Fuck, what's the name?
Bubka.
Ibuka, yeah.
Up to
Gekkan Entame.
UTV.
Those more like idol gravure magazines. So I don't know if they're pushing Koyorin as more of like hardcore gravure.
That would
But
be
yeah.
really weird, though.
Yeah.
She's like, I mean, she's no Yuzu. Let's just put it that way.
But
Yeah.
I guess maybe she has the more like look for that type of thing.
Perhaps.
I don't know, even Matt thinks she's really pretty, so.
Yeah, but not in that case. But yeah, it was not like my next. Probably was not my obvious choice for next gravure person. But
I mean,
we'll see.
who else is there?
I'm surprised. I mean,
Jin.
yeah, I'm surprised they haven't like Raypun's out of high school now. I'm
She
surprised.
wants to do it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of literally almost like half of Knife Jin got out of high school this last year.
Yeah.
So again,
plus
the big one I think that especially Arda is pushing for is Rayo.
She needs fans first.
She needs to exist.
Overall, though, it feels like they're pulling back on Gravy pretty hard, which is fine. So
yeah, like someone pointed out, there's not much gravure like coinciding with the single release.
Yeah.
Well, because we had double center
gravure
in quotes,
quote unquote gravure.
Yeah, but like with Nagisa Psycho, Ray was in like 3 or 4 magazines.
Yeah, and Chihi did gravure for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't have the numbers thing anymore. We had like 3 of those in a row.
It was a trilogy.
Rip numbers.
Need to reboot. Actually, because we lost like half of the.
Yeah, that's true.
The lineup.
Yeah, and like some of them just don't do Gravy anymore, like Shinshin.
She's not a real model anymore either, so she has no excuse.
She can't show it all. She has to make her be. She just has to tease it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yes. Accidental upskirt.
And then meanwhile, Karen's just trying to do her own like interference or obstruction of like the like the new single announcements and stuff by posting her own offshots and stuff
from old gravure.
Gravure. Well, I think because she and Mew might also be in the. I think Mew's definitely in Girlspedia, but yeah, who knows? Anyway, that's happening. Next, AKB singing contest. So we talked about this last time, but they added some new members. Also, now we have some more information about their the songs they'll be singing. Which, unfortunately, Misaki is not doing an English song as we expected, as we hoped. It's like kind of the same. They always do these same songs anyway, right?
Yeah,
I recognize a lot of these.
There's a list there. I'm sure there's a list they're given. They have to choose from that to like for I don't know for fairness or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever the piano accompanied person can play. But it's kind of boring because it's this very typical, super popular songs at karaoke in Japan.
Yeah. I feel like these are the same songs like they would like sing for like auditions for the group as well.
Yeah, because they're like the songs designed for you to show your voice, your vocal skills, and all that. But then you get things like members singing the same songs. Like out of the NMB list, 2 members are singing "Marigold" by Aimyon.
Miyochi's sad once again.
Yes. Like the only interesting one is like Misora singing a Princess song. And then Risa singing a Lisa song.
That's the Kimetsu no Yaiba song now, right?
Yeah. Someone needs to sing the Lisa songs before she blew up with Kimetsu no Yaiba.
hipster. Yeah. Wait. They also added. Yeah, I forget who was added to the list. So Miyochi
Yeah.
and Sayuki, I think was added from the previous group. Yeah, I think they had like 2 or 3 more. Maybe I think Misora also was added to this. Yeah. Anyway, that's happening on the 29th and 30th. They haven't said which day exactly they'll be performing on, but expect to be disappointed. Actually, yeah, I think they already did recording. I remember I got Misaki's Mobame, and she said she kind of messed up her singing or whatever because she was used to the karaoke version, and then the piano version was different from what she expected. So it kind of threw her off balance, threw her off tempo. Next is also some kind of big news that happened this last week on the YNN YouTube channel. So they had this big announcement stream about new things happening with the YNN channel. It has been rebranded as the Ura Namba Chan channel. And what this means is they actually said they're going to be doing daily uploads on every weekday on the channel with like different like set shows or scheduled programs, which will be interesting until they get either run out of content or get bored or get too busy.
Yeah.
Or all
Probably
of the
2-3
above.
months from now.
I find that, yeah, given YNN's track record, I'm very skeptical about this. Like, they barely keep up with the monthly stuff on the paid YNN service. And now they are gonna do 5 videos a week. And like some of them are
Of those, though, they kind of have some. They have some leeway with a couple of them because. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, one of them is like uploading an old variety show, basically, right?
Yep. And the other one is like the thing they've been doing this whole year, but on a different day. But yeah, just to go through what they're doing. So every Monday will be NMB 48 No Welcome Namba, which is a kind of I don't know, a travel show or whatever, where Yoshida Misaki, Sakata Misaki, and Abi Wakana will look for and try to talk to foreign tourists that are hanging around Namba and help guide them around and tell them or show them NMB stuff. So there's that. Tuesday is. At one point, I think they did say they were going to be doing original variety shows, but right now they're just uploading archives of Mara Mara NMB and Bachi Bachi NMB, which they uploaded the very first one of those on Tuesday. And it had like Mirai and Mochan in the cast. Like, oh, okay. I think DJ said something funny where he was like, it's gonna be the same thing that happens when people like watch old AKB episodes and then they fall in love with a member that's like now like gone.
Yeah, AK Bingo.
Yeah.
You have to watch it in chronological order.
Yep. With subs. Yeah. And Wednesday is a show called Oishi Namba where members go to a local restaurant in Namba or in Osaka. And then Thursday is the game Jikyo Game Club. So this is what they've always been doing on every Friday on YouTube. Now it's been moved to Thursday. And then Friday is Namba Joshi Golf Boo. So they have Sakushita Mako, Ikeda Tena, and Abi Wakana playing golf, learning how to play golf.
Yeah, so I have a lot of questions. Like,
How long are they gonna keep doing this?
Yeah, the gaming. I don't know. Friday always seemed like a good one because it's Friday night. People want to relax and watch YouTube or something. Seemed like the best time. But then why are they doing them all on weekdays? Wouldn't weekends be a little better? That's one question.
Probably because like concerts and handshake events. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's all pre-recorded anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But I guess that's when like the real events. Because I was like they'd take breaks on the game stuff on Friday because there'd be a concert that day too.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe they want the fans to watch on weeknights and get that view boost, so it gets
that engagement.
Get that on the algorithm. I don't know.
Which kind of sucks though because like they all like aside from the game club, which I think is at 8:30. All the other stuff is like premieres at 10 p.m., which is kind of late, especially with like Mera NMB, which is like a 2-hour show.
Yeah, with the shorter ones, maybe you can watch it
Yeah.
before getting ready for bed or something. Other questions like, wait, for the Welcome Namba one, did they say it'll always be those 3 members?
Hopefully not.
Yeah, that even with
Well, it looks like
change.
they're developing like a story with that, I feel.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are.
Well, yeah, because clearly they've already recorded a couple, like a
Yeah.
couple episodes of it. I mean, obviously more Misaki content is good, but
less Sakata Misaki content is
yes,
better.
less Sakatan, please. Although even like they're building up a plot of like, Sakatan is too shy and bad at English to talk to foreigners.
I mean, the reality is that only Misaki is good enough at English to carry a conversation. So if they don't have her, it'll just be super awkward, like
Yeah.
pantomiming, and I can see it getting really boring really quickly.
Ironically, though, like the most entertaining part in that was like Wakapon, like just YOLOing, like fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say hi to these foreigners and start talking to them.
Yeah,
cool.
I guess Wakapon has the guts to do that.
Yeah,
and she's actually like, I mean, she's not good, but she's not
yeah.
bad.
She's very clever, so she can figure out something.
She can like brute force it,
Yeah.
kind of. I think she tried doing that like when she went to Indonesia, right? Like at like that restaurant.
Yeah. She's very bold.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, it was just, I was cringing during a lot of that.
Yep.
It's like, oh god.
I mean, it fits their whole like Osaka Karasekai theme, but if not executed well, it just becomes like, yeah, as you said, really cringe.
Awkward, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like there's like some awkward parts, like because like they went to like was it Kurumon? It's like, oh, there's a lot of foreigners here usually, and like I've never been there before. That or I didn't realize it, and like there's like no foreigners there when they were there. And then like they start talking to one guy on the street, and he's like, "I'm busy. I'm going somewhere." Like let's imagine what this is going to happen. Like if I was in that situation and like some Japanese people tried speaking to me, I'd be like, "Leave me alone."
Although the real thing to do now is to hang around Namba and see if you can get on it without giving away that you are.
You guys can do that.
Well, not
Yeah,
me.
You couldn't know because Misaki definitely knows who you are.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to hope it's not Misaki in an episode, I guess.
I gotta like shave my beard, then they won't know who I am. Completely different person. Also, I think it's like like basically not be Asian and be in a group. I think was probably the best way to get on there. Because doing it like 1-on-1, I think it'll probably be awkward. But if you have like a group of you, at least 2 of you, it'll probably be easier for them to approach you, and then.
So if anybody wants to try that out and report back, we're waiting.
We'll be doing this on June 4th and 5th, or
We're just
6th
gonna
and 7th.
stand around Namba all day,
holding a sign, "We are foreigners." We gotta like go like wear like Hawaiian shirts and sunglasses. Just really lean into the whole foreigner gimmick. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. The show was like awkward for Sakatan.
Yes.
Yeah, the golf one, I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's actually like quite intense. Like they're actually learning golf. But then, is it gonna be these same members? It's like more walk.
Probably. Also, because like the Tenna, I guess like because we saw her like at like a golf course like a month ago or a month or 2 ago. We thought it was like some TV show or something. I guess it's for this, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then I slightly related with like the Gaijin show. Like there was a report of at like the B2 show or something, or a theater show, that like Misaki and then like some foreign person were like came in through the side door in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't see like at the end of like that first episode, they're like, "Oh, we have tickets for our show today. If you can come."
I mean,
That
I
might be a
hope,
set cast,
yeah, I
and then
hope,
maybe they might do a season 2 or something and change whoever.
yeah, I just hope they have the flexibility to do new ideas and can also come up with new ideas.
This is YNN though.
Yeah.
They stick
In-
with one idea and reuse it for several years.
If it
it's
ain't broke,
acceptable for a Spokane.
That's also an old idea that they came up with years ago, and then
that idea was old when it was new.
yep.
Still good.
Did you watch the Oishi Namba? It had Chihi in it.
Not yet. I haven't had time.
Wow.
The Oshihen is real.
Yeah. If it was Yayoi, you would have been there.
I haven't watched
first in line.
I haven't watched the last 3 months of Spokane either.
Fake
Gasp.
film. Yeah, I mean that's the way it should be. Also. But yeah. Yeah, I hope maybe they'll change up the casts like after like this run of episodes are done.
Overall, I mean, yeah, I do like the idea of having more free content on YouTube because you have to market like this these days. You can't expect people to pay first.
Or look for like some bootleg stream of a
Yeah.
TV show that doesn't exist. Though I think with them uploading episodes of Mara Mara and Bachi Bachi, this might cause some trouble for me with my uploads. It'll get awkward. Maybe I might slide their DMs like, "Hey, I got translated content."
Yeah, you only do clips, right? You don't translate
like clips,
the
really.
whole
Yeah, I don't
thing.
do full things because it's too long. Actually, I was surprised with Oshinamba that they didn't have like Yuina. I didn't watch it, but they didn't have Yuina in that. That seems like it would have been.
Well,
peak
this
Yuina
is like
content.
the easiest one to rotate members.
Yeah, probably. Same with like the game club as well. Yeah, but it'll be interesting. Yeah, you can go check it out. It's the same channel if you were already subscribed to YNN. It's you're already subscribed, but if you haven't found it, yeah, it's Ura Namba Chan is the channel. If you want to go find it and watch some stuff. Emosuto, they had an episode of that recently with the Albar sisters, Mako, Hono, Yukino, and Shiorin.
Yeah, I mean, this show is basically a paid ad by these sponsors, but I'm impressed that they went to House Tenbosch in Nagasaki. So it seems like a good sign that Emosto will still continue. I mean, and the staff works really hard filming all those like TikToks and Instagram reels. So like if your favorite member goes on it, you get a ton of content for like a month.
So it's like before and after the show too.
Yeah.
It's like a week or two before leading up to it, and then after. But yeah, it would still be nice if they could do it more often rather than like once I think it's like quarterly is when they do it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they could do it maybe once a month or bi-monthly would be interesting, but it probably takes a lot of time and money to get all that stuff going. Okay. So then after that, we have a Comic Con. Osaka Comic Con happened. Geoff went.
Yeah, so I ended up going. I was on the fence, but I ended up going for 2 days anyway. So on the first day, the members showed up at the opening, but I didn't. I gave up on trying to go for that because last year, there was a huge line to just pick up the badge, and I got in like barely as the ceremony was starting, but I was really far. I couldn't see anything. This year I tried to go for like one of the talk shows on the first day, like it was expo related. But then I went in the wrong area and I couldn't sit in the actual seating area. But also there was a lot more people than I expected.
Yeah,
because it was
right after. Really ramped up this year.
It was right after a Back to the Future talk session, so there was tons of people there for that, and I thought a lot of people would leave because the next thing was just like an expo thing. and people wouldn't be interested, but like most of the crowd stayed because there was another popular stage after that. So I kind of watched that from afar, but it was just the members with like Myaku Myaku, the mascot, and then the
Mm.
Yurian retriever, the comedian woman. It was really short. They just like talked while like they showed some PR video for the expo. Then the last day was I went for the mini live, and then like there was the
There's a
cosplay.
weird lineup for that too.
Yeah, so it was the mini live and the cosplay contest and the finale, but you had to like apply for a lottery to get seats for the cosplay contest and finale, and I didn't win that, so I couldn't actually watch it from inside. But I watched the mini live because that they switch out the whole crowd. So there was a bit of an incident. So you had people were lining up like 3 hours before the NMB mini live, and there was like a line for the talk show before the live, and then like people were already gathering by that line, even though there was no official line for the NMB live yet, and there was some chaos. Like people were lining up one way, expecting the front of the line to be on the right, but then the staff like decided, oh, let's start lining up from the left, and then like people started running and caused all kind of chaos, and some people even started pushing and like shouting at each other, like, no, I was here first, blah blah blah. It was like really embarrassing. Like I didn't really care about trying to get super close because I knew the mini live wouldn't be that long and not super worth waiting so long for it. So I
Because
kind of
Yayoi wasn't there.
sure, and so I kind of was hanging back.
Just went with the flow or
I
whatever.
didn't want, yeah, I didn't want to contribute to this like chaos that makes NMB fans look bad in front of the Comic Con staff.
In front of Peter Weller.
Yes,
Yeah,
and the guy who plays Biff.
and Joe Flanagan.
Anyway,
Speaking of Peter Weller,
oh yeah, so there was the funny, yeah, the I guess the most funny part about Comic Con was Wakapon doing the RoboCop
mhm.
cosplay in front of Peter Weller. That was like kind of the biggest news.
It was like a custom costume. Actually, I think it was the person who made the costume. She also did the costumes for Karen and Ray last year. Like they had Spider-Man costumes.
Oh yeah,
So this is a cosplay. It is cosplay designer that does that stuff.
yeah. But overall, like this year there were a lot less. There was a lot less involvement with NMB. Like last year, they had some members try to do talk
Like
shows.
six, like they had like one or two panels every day, right?
Yeah, like about Star Wars or something really specific, and then it was obvious that some members didn't really do their homework, so I guess they weren't really invited back. So they only did the mini live, which was the mini live was not bad, but it's just the same usual fans show up for that. But I mean, Wakapon was really good in all the MCs for all the stages. Like she spoke the most in the stage that I saw about the expo, and also during the mini live, she kind of tried to mention like, oh, uh, the people who have never seen NMB before, like you might have heard the cheers and the mixes and thought it was really weird and might be really hard to go to an idol live, but oh, actually the cheers have no meaning. So she was like really good about trying to reach out to the Westaboos, the comic fans, trying to spread idol culture. So props to her for that.
There was also a weird like influx of graduated members who came to Comic Con
Yeah,
as well.
so there was like a panel right before the mini live with Nagisa because she's in a movie, like a
Yeah,
horror
a horror
film.
movie.
And
Yeah.
actually, the NMB members showed up during that panel and like briefly talked to Nagisa.
Was
It was
that
funny because like all the NMB fans were lining up for the mini live, and then the line for that horror movie panel was going in, and we saw some like obvious NMB fans because they're like wearing Seitan shirts, and then we're
for
like,
Nagisa?
if you go in that panel, like you can't line up for the
You're
mini
not getting
live.
out.
Yeah.
uh, Anshu was in the weird. Was there randomly? She was there for like a magic show, and
Oh,
then some
really?
other. Yeah, she was like not like I think on the main. Wait, she was I think on one of the stages, but then there was like some weird like thing happening on in like the expo hall, and that was happening. And then Sayaka was also there
Mhm.
with Jason Momoa,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And then Jason
She has a
Momoa went to the NMB theater afterwards and took
Yeah,
a
he went over to
picture.
Namba, and then like I guess Misaki ran into him or something happened. 'Cause I think she probably saw him in like it looked like Namba Walk, like where that like one of the pictures was. It was like in the underground
Oh, really?
shopping area. It looked like Namba Walk, but
I
yeah,
I
and then
I know the pictures were in front of the pachinko parlor right next to the
yeah,
theater.
actually he was inside the pachinko place too, and I guess I saw a video later, and like it says like chaos or whatever. Like, oh shit,
Oh.
Jason Momoa's here checking out the pachinko
Finally something that got the people to look up from
to stop looking at the balls.
stop staring at the pachinko.
Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, Misaki took a picture with him.
because she loves talking to random people.
Random foreigners.
Also, it's really funny. She didn't have to be in the Comic Con special members or whatever
Yeah, and
to still get some.
she got closer to Jason Momoa than the others.
Yep. And then Yuina also got closer to Biff. It's like really funny. Like in one, you see like one of the pictures, like in that the grand finale, whatever. You see like Biff, like basically arm around Yuina.
Yeah, it was so as you mentioned, it was the live was the 5 ambassadors plus 5 other members, and we
Senbatsu members.
actually there's Senbatsu, and also while we were lining up for the mini live, we saw those 5 members like leave the building where the live was, and then like walk around the rest of Comic Con and like take pictures and enjoy. It's funny because we were saying like, oh, now's the safe time for the members to go out because they know all the fans are here lining up for the live, and the they won't run into fans when they go around the rest of Comic Con.
Yeah. Also, it was, the other members, yeah, so it was Senbatsu, but it was like, aside from Shihi, no other Team N members. Because there was a Team N show that day.
Yeah.
It was like also IP's Seitansai.
Yeah, Comic Con. Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay.
So.
Probably the highlight, unrelated though, was the Hideo Kojima showed up. Because Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen, they're all there for a Death Stranding 2, I guess, promo.
But now, not our Kojima.
Nope.
Rip.
That was a fun bait and switch though for Chow. Like, oh look, it's Kojima.
No. She would love that if Kojima and Mads Mikkelsen were in the same place, but alas.
Said she has to get Kojima and Yuumin.
Rip.
Yep. Soon coming to an end as well. Mako has a radio show for Hokkaido Radio. Yume Sports Kids is in the program. So she talks about sports.
Well,
It seems like she records it remotely and then it gets sent to Hokkaido because she's not going to go to Hokkaido.
Yeah, so it's like, so previously Uka was on this like sports kids, it's like a newsletter or something in Hokkaido, distributed it at some schools. Then like Makochi inherited that job, and then now there's a like a short radio show. I listened to it like, so you can listen on an app but only in real time, but somebody recorded it and put it on YouTube. and I listened to it, and it was just her kind of awkwardly talking for like 10 minutes about like, oh, I've never been to Hokkaido, but I really want to go.
I listened to both the episodes, and it's mostly actually she was talking about NMB and explaining NMB.
Okay.
To kids.
Yes, to kids in Hokkaido who like sports. So
Good luck.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to reach out to new audiences.
To the new generation.
Yeah, this is like one of just those random jobs that somehow Yoshimoto's network gets them.
Speaking of which, this also happened last year as well. Random events that Yoshimoto reaches out to is the Yoshimoto Sports Fest. So this is over. I assume it's the same place. It's like over at the Adion Arena.
Yeah.
Where basically they have a bunch of like little like sports stations set up like in the gym, and they have like different comedians and athletes show up to like show kids how to play different sports and play sports with different kids. This last year, there was a live stream. I remember it was like on Nico Nico, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Idol channel or whatever. And then like Mako and Karen were involved in that. No, it was just Karen last year.
Karen actually did like the official like
The rugby, and
booths
then
and
she had like
stuff.
some.
Yeah.
She just had like a sports clinic thing, like about like
yeah.
aesthetics or something.
That was for the
And
festival, but then like the Idol stream was like separate from that, but people could
yeah,
also go to this festival and watch it awkwardly
yeah, it was a
on the
public
side
event. Yeah,
because it's a free public event.
yeah.
Yeah, so this year the sports festival, Makochi and Karen are like officially, you know, participating in it with the comedians and teaching kids and stuff. But who knows?
Hmm.
Maybe at some point they'll announce another stream thing.
Yeah. And I think it's Mako is doing, what is it? Not soccer. She's doing Quidditch and another weird sport thing. The Quidditch was just really weird because that's like the fake broom
it's a
soccer.
fake sport.
And then Karen, she's doing rugby and basketball.
Why isn't Ray doing basketball?
Ray's too busy with real work.
Yeah.
This is real.
She'll be on the stream. She'll be on the stream probably. Like Mako was on the stream last year, so
yeah,
it's funny. But yeah, it'll be interesting. So I think it's happening on late July, the 29th or something. So there's that. Then there's the Waku Waku Expo with Yuumin and Yayoi Wakatan.
Yeah, more random Yoshimoto work. So this is like it's related to the next year's Expo 2025, but this is like some event about like, you know, food and health education, and there's a bunch of talk shows and like workshops and stuff where you learn to cook or something. In January, there's like a little talk event with Yuina, Anju, and Makochi, where they like talked about like eating healthy, and they like did a quiz with the audience. I went to that, and I this one will be similar, but only like 30 minutes, and it's like something about learning about like local agriculture in like Osaka or something. But yeah, it's real work for Yayoi, so I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna go.
Yayoi at last living up to her name.
Yes. I don't know if it's gonna be rice though.
Rice, strawberries, whatever.
Okay. Also going along with the expo work, there's the Warai Mirai like Road to the Expo thing. They've done this for the last year or so. This is they're doing a couple theater shows where there's going to be special talks about the expo at that, as well as other talk shows, I think, as well.
Yeah, so the theater show, they announced a while ago that they would have on June 1st and 2nd some special theater shows, but then they announced it recently it's just going to be like Team B2 on June 1st and an N on
Yeah.
June 2nd, and they said it would be like in the MC they'll talk about the Expo 2025. I was thinking maybe they would like sell some special tickets for this show and try to get like outside people to come watch an NMB show, or like have something special, but no, it's just regular show, apply through Ticket Center, but then in the MC they'll talk about Expo. And then in addition, on the same days, but then at Yes Theater across the street, which is where they normally do like Bachi Bachi and Mera Mera, they'll have like some talk events with comedians, and then some of them will also have NMB members. So like Chihi and Reipon are in some on the first, and Wakapon and Kato are in some on the second. And they're free, but you have to like apply through the Fanny website for a lottery. So it's just more like Yoshimoto Expo tie-up stuff.
And this is why we don't have concerts,
Yep.
according to that random YouTuber.
This real work is more important than concerts.
Because it costs NMB nothing.
And yeah, because they probably get tons of money from the Osaka government for all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there's that. And then, Geoff, you want to talk about your play you went to?
So I won't go too long about it, but Yayoi was in the Koi to Yobu ni wa Kimochi Warui, or Koikimo play. It's an adaptation of a manga and anime. So the lead was Shibata Yuna from Nogizaka, and as the lead girl, and then the guy. It's a romantic comedy. And the guy was a former Johnny's guy. Uh, and then Yayoi played the so it's the best friend of the lead girl and the younger sister of the lead guy, and she kind of plays like a Cupid role, getting the two to like start to fall in love. So it's a pretty high budget play. They did pretty big venues, like 14 shows in Tokyo at Hewlett Hall, which is pretty big, like 700 seats, and then 4 at Osaka Cool Japan Park TT Hall, which also seats around like 700. And yeah, so it was the first play for both Yayoi and Shibata Yuna, but they they were like, yeah, they were pretty raw at first, but they improved a lot, especially Yayoi over the course of the 2 weeks. So it seems like Yayoi got a number of new fans stolen from Nogizaka. So like her SNS followers increased a lot. They showed up in like her showroom streams, and they probably were like so excited when she actually read their comments, unlike Nogizaka members
who don't do showroom and also don't read comments.
Yeah.
There's just too many fucking comments for you to get read.
The
So-
Shibata Yuna, she's not really that.
She's not that
Not sure.
popular.
Yeah. So no excuse.
But even then, like the number of fans a low tier Nogi member has versus NMB was like pretty shocking. Like the majority of the fans at each show were her fans. But yeah, like some of her like hardcore fans on Twitter were like started following Yayoi, and like even got her like her mobame, and they got her like handshake tickets or online hanashikai. So then like after the play, like she's been selling pretty well. So I'm pretty happy about that. So Yayoi has some good momentum. Hope she can keep it up.
I'm conflicted. On the one hand, I support poaching fans from Nogi.
Mhm.
On the other hand, Yayoi, is that the best we can do?
Dude, I'm convinced that management. So did I mention this before? So the role for this play, according to the rumors, is that it was originally for Anon, but then like it coincided with like all the release of the single, so Anon would have had a bunch of work and stuff during this time, like filming the music video and all that. So the role went to Yayoi instead, and I want to believe that management thought she would be the type who could poach some Nogizaka fans because she has the look. She could be in Sakamichi and not look out of place, and it seemed like it worked. So and like like for real, she became really good friends with Shibata Yuna. Like she came to Osaka again to go to USJ with Yayoi the other day.
But not to see her at NMB Theater.
She will when when there's a theater show that aligns with her schedule. Hopefully some of these fans also come to the theater and see how close you can see NMB members compared to Nogi.
How close you can get, and also get tickets.
It's
And,
like it's like how some NMB fans have gone to Chica Idols recently. Because you can go to Chica Idol shows like every day whenever you want, and it's way cheaper. And you get like you talk for like 30 seconds for a 1,000 yen checky, and then in the similar way, Nogizaka fans like get their comments read and can see them up close. Maybe it'll be the same phenomenon. Fans like flowing towards more chica things.
Idonomics. This is the
Yes.
real Idonomics. Going down to
Trickle
get
down.
more attention.
Trickle down. The invisible hand of Res.
Yeah. And I think that's all we got for the news and things to talk about for this longer than usual episode of NMB Takoyaki Party. So if you like what we talked about this episode, the new theater show, the new single, send your best wishes to Ryan about Yuumin's graduation announcement. He's still feeling rough. You can post those in the comment section. You can also email us at nmbtakoyaki.party@gmail.com. You can read those emails. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share the podcast with your friends and family. I don't know about that. All that stuff. And then RXS, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
Talking to us, seeing how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Maybe next month after the handshake events and theater shows can come again.
You can talk about that too, yeah.
Yes.
Are you excited to do handshakes and that stuff?
Get your shoulders chopped.
Yes, as excited as I ever am. Which is to say, anyway.
Who are you most excited about?
Ray, obviously. But also I hear that, I don't know, Chow said to me that, like, when Kojima first saw her, she was like, oh my god, it's Chow. So, I'm hoping for something like
I think she'll remember you. I want to see Miyochi's reaction to you.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Well, you can come along if you have tickets.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
All right, well, that sounds fun. So, I guess we will be seeing each other in a couple weeks, IRL. So, and then we'll see y'all again, talk again later next month on the next edition of Takoyaki Party. Peace.